into your bitch like I was Drake, yeah.
Don't just try to tell me you love me. Can't keep it real if you really don't trust me. Come with a real, you hip in the front, so you get my meals. I'm gunning for the money in the bank. Coming with a dank, scrolling in the tank, rolling with the gang. You sitting out on the sideline tripping, I go to the hole with the rock like Pippin. Yeah. I'm okay.
What up, though? And welcome back to the Woodward Heavyweights, live on WoodwardSports.com. I'm your boy, Eazy, joined by my man, Spinmo Rex.
What up, though?
Yo, young Sus in the TD.
Hello.
JB's moving the ones and twos. Yeah. We're rocking along on a Tuesday.
And me and Eazy actually are wearing the same color hoodie, but it's just darker on this side of the room.
What are you trying to say?
Happy birthday, Brittany Griner.
What a transition.
Happy birthday, Brittany Griner. It is, yep.
R.I.P.
It is BG's birthday today. It is 243 days since she's been locked up. They won't let her out.
That is crazy.
Yeah, she's been in Russian prison for almost a year. They got her in the gulags.
Sus, you said your friend couldn't sleep last night because of that?
Shout out my boy Ben. He said who else in this group chat couldn't sleep last night because BG was wrongfully detained on her birthday.
Yeah,
it was real.
Yeah.
He sent the emoji that let me know he was down bad. I haven't talked to him yet today to check in on him, but prayers up.
Maybe we should have him call into the show.
Should I text him?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna text him.
I want to see how he's doing on that one. You know, this is down bad. It's kind of like off the rails with the Brittany Griner situation.
Send me the number to call him.
I will. UFC has banned fighters from betting on themselves, and like, kind of makes sense, right? You don't want guys to throw the fights, but at the same time, there's also like an issue with fighter pay.
Yeah,
it's like been like well documented, well publicized. It's just kind of like messed up. Should they be able to? Because like Floyd Mayweather always bets on himself.
He always does. Yeah, I mean, I feel like they should. It is the most individual sport there is, really, is UFC. It's, you know, you're just locked in there in a cage with another man fighting for your life. So I think you should be able to put your financial gain on the line. But you know, that is how Pulp Fiction stuff happens. Yeah, you bet on yourself, and then you take a dive, and then you don't take a dive because your son's watching you, and you get up, and you make the fight, and he's like, "I told you, we have hot," and that's also from Daredevil. That's how Daredevil's dad dies.
Matt Murdock. That's Do you think that points like more to like the fighter pay actually being an issue, like because someone must have got busted?
Oh yeah, somebody got busted.
Some sketchy went down. Yeah,
I'm sure somebody. I mean, I'd do it.
Yeah, especially if you're not getting paid.
If I'm like a favorite, like a big favorite, I'll put
I don't know.
Put 100,000 on me, and then I'd take a dive in the first round. Oh no, he got me good.
I'm trying to think.
Hit the Ben Askren knockout.
Yo, I didn't watch the last fight night card.
Yeah.
So I don't know if there's like any like weird situations like that.
I would do that for sure. I'll take out a loan at a bank for as much as I can get.
But that's documented though. Like then they'll kind of be like obvious through the fight, no?
So
to bet against yourself?
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, that's the other part of it too. Like how?
What are they gonna do?
Like, well, because you're obviously like throwing it at that point. I think that's illegal, no?
Is it?
I'm pretty sure it is.
All right, well, you can't
this
make it.
This guy just asked if throwing fights was illegal.
Is it?
Yeah.
I guess that is, you know, Paul Crew got locked up for it, so, you know, shaving points.
And then, like, I guess you'd have to find something very, like, trustworthy either way, though, because, like, you can't put the money on yourself to
do
lose.
it at Caesar Sportsbook.
Well, you're getting way too specifically here.
I go into Vegas. I'm put $100,000 on me to lose. And they're like, whoa, what's going on here? And then
this guy's going to kick my ass!
And you just take a dive or you don't make weight on purpose and be like, damn, I really thought I was going to make weight.
Yeah, that's why I don't make weight.
Yeah.
It's just for the odds of winning some money at Caesar Sportsbook.
That's a good point.
Just have a friend in your crew, like go and place a bet in another state or something like that.
Yeah.
There you go.
But then that guy gets greedy. Maybe that guy gets greedy.
JB's down bad.
JB's camera's frozen. JB's camera's frozen.
I want to see the face he's making in that one. I just want to see the freeze frame.
He's thinking of BG.
He was bobbing to the beat or something. I don't know what happened in that one.
He's thinking of BG.
Yeah, man. No, I don't know, bro. Like, I feel like they should be allowed to do that.
They should be allowed to do it for sure.
Especially if you're betting on yourself, because like you obviously want to win. You're not throwing the fight at that point. Like,
yeah,
you threw the fight because you tried to win. Like that's I have to check the fights. Or maybe I'll tap into some of my guys in the community to see what the hell happened, because like that's just out of the blue. And the UFC's birthed in Vegas. Like, you know what I'm
You
saying?
think Dana's betting on him?
Oh.
Because if Dana can bet on him and they can't,
Yeah, that's a good
that's
question.
scummy.
Because I know Dana is a big gambler.
Yeah.
He's actually not even allowed in certain casinos because he wins so much. Not because I don't know if they thought he was like cheating or whatnot, but yeah, there's certain like casinos he's like not even allowed in.
Yeah.
I don't know what game specifically, but yeah, I thought that was some BS. Your boy Huso last night though,
Yeah.
lit up 5.
Yeah.
You feeling a little sketchy or what?
No.
Still out of the same
Yeah,
confidence.
that's what
faith?
happens when, you get 36 shots on goal. Your defense is playing terribly. That's what's going to happen. You're going to let up some goals. You wrote down Huso looks rough.
Yeah,
I don't think so. I don't
No?
agree with that. No.
he's still better than
Yes.
Ned. How many shots they have on Ned though in the Devils game?
I think it was around the same.
Say maybe my boy Ned. Maybe Ned's that guy. And Huso's just that guy. You know.
You watched the game last night?
I did not watch the third period.
Okay.
No. I went back and watched.
Broncos country.
Yeah, Broncos
Let's
country.
ride.
Let's ride.
That's Russell Wilson is probably the most cringe
Cringiest.
human being on the planet.
Was that you who posted that video on the Woodward account
No.
of Russ just like,
Being cringe?
yeah.
No, it wasn't
There was
me.
no caption, no nothing. Someone just posted Russ. I think well, I don't even know what the hell he was saying.
The video,
Unrivaled?
have you seen
You know what I'm talking about?
the Subway commercial he has where he's like, "You ever try something dangerous?"
Yeah, that.
I have. And he's like eating a sandwich.
Do you think they purposely made that like
No,
cringy? Or
that is just who he is. He's just a cringy human being.
But as a director, how do you even like let that hit? How do you let that air? How do you like?
'Cause you can't do anything with it. You can only turn down the cringe so much.
I would like lean into it, like play. You know what I'm saying? Like make it purposely like cringe, like funny.
I just I saw this picture. It was Jerry Jeudy and Melvin Gordon. I think Nick Leach showed it to me in the back. He was like, "We stopped playing Future in the locker room for this." Because Russ he's not it.
Yeah.
Dude fell off a cliff. I don't know if he left his powers in Seattle. I don't know if Sierra's a succubus. And she's just, taking away from him. A succubus. And she's just taking his powers away from him. But Russ is a absolute travesty in Denver. And I don't know, man.
He's hurt now too, right?
He's hurt.
Some of his hamstring.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense. Let's be real about it. It has like uncharacteristic. That's a cute sus. You're supposed to put a camera on Smitty making them faces. That's all right though.
Yeah, he's been hurt since week 1. Dude's been dealing with this injury all year. He's a bum.
Wow.
And he ends all his interviews with Broncos country. Let's ride.
He does.
It's like
Even I saw that last week too after the loss on Thursday night. When he's done leaving the podium.
he's
Broncos country, let's ride. He
He's
just walks
so
off like.
cringe, bro.
Fam.
Like I don't think there's a human being that causes more cringe to a public base than Russell Wilson.
There was that whole beef they had in the locker room in Seattle that he wasn't black enough.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Yes, I remember that.
And which is a weird conversation in itself. But
You got to think he's in the lot. He doesn't fit in that Seahawks locker room. With some of those dogs.
Yeah.
With Marshawn,
Yeah.
with Richard Sherman, with Cam Chancellor, with Brandon Browner. Those are some dogs over there. Those are some guys you don't want to talk mess to. And then you got Russell Wilson. And he's like, "Hey guys, I'm here. I throw the football." Even Golden Tate. Golden Tate's a dog. Doug Baldwin, I feel like he's the silent killer type. And then Russell Wilson is just...
Golden Tate is a dog. That's why they got in that fight. He smashed Russ's girl.
Yeah. Openly. He was taking her to bars and stuff.
Stop, bro.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That is wild. That is wild,
Yeah.
actually. That's like
Like
the
Sierra?
QB1? No.
Before Sierra.
Some
The
dinosaur
picture-
looking.
The picture... I'm going to find the picture and send it to you. son.
The messed up part, Chris, she wasn't even worth. I mean, in all due respect, this sounds terrible to say, but in my opinion, that wasn't worth crossing over your teammate.
So it was a power move, is what it was.
Oh,
essentially.
for sure.
It was all meant for disrespect. It wasn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't just.
And he got served up for it. I think it was Percy Harvin. Him and Percy Harvin got into it in the locker room. Percy Harvin gave him a big old black eye. But that was just mad disrespectful. I don't even.
So I just sent it in the heavyweights chat.
The photo of the girl?
Yeah, the photo of Russ and his girl at halftime. There's been countless memes made of this photo. It's when you think you hit it big, Dude, she is.
The dinosaur looking one, right?
She's hard to look at. Yeah, it's tough. It's like you think Patrick Mahomes' girl is bad. This one's this one's real bad.
No, I don't even think. Well, I don't know.
I'll make it a graphic and put it out after the commercial.
That's some wild boy stuff. All right, after the commercial, I do want to actually say one thing too. This is actually completely random. This was not in the prep sheet. Spencer, I apologize for this beforehand.
Are you gonna kill me?
But I'm gonna kill Spencer after the show I'm playing. If you died today, I actually would go straight to jail.
You would. And remember, people, it was Eazy who killed me.
JB, do you watch Marvel?
Oh yeah, of course I do. Wow, what's up?
I know you do, but you don't watch the shows.
I mean, I just didn't watch She-Hulk or Miss Marvel.
Okay, this is my hot take of the day. She-Hulk wasn't as bad as people are saying.
It wasn't
really
bad.
Yeah, it really wasn't that bad. I don't understand, like, you haven't participated, so don't make any type of face until you give it a shot. But Miss Marvel was god-awful. That one was horrible. I tapped out. I didn't even finish that series. But She-Hulk, come on, man. You don't even watch it. How do you make face?
I've heard from trusted sources that She-Hulk is
Who the trusted? What are the trusted sources saying?
some of my friends.
Wait, what are they saying?
They go to a different school.
Yeah, they go to different. Yeah, you don't know her. She go to a different
She
school.
goes to a different school. They're just saying it's cringe, like Russell Wilson.
No, it's not. Miss Marvel was cringe. Miss Marvel was god awful. That's because I watch YouTube. That's where I consume media, like my content. And like I was just scrolling through. Obviously, I watch a couple like Marvel like Easter egg videos, and like I just see all this abuse for She-Hulk. Like, and I'm just like, I don't get it. It really wasn't that bad. It wasn't
was
great.
it good?
Oh, JB, was it good?
I'm not gonna watch a show if it's not that bad. Like, that's not a good sell.
Well, no.
It's just okay. I'll give you that. And since the whole season is out now, you can watch it back to back, because that's kind of what irritated me, is that you only got these 30 minutes and then the episode just kind of left you, because it built you up to nothing, kind of, with each one.
Yeah, that part is true. Like each and every episode kind of built to nothing.
I got ripped for that yesterday. I'm so mad.
What did you rip for?
For that exact thing, for not having a camera and then letting somebody talk.
Oh yeah, by stick. I saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if you reset your camera, you're good to go, right?
Yeah, if you unplug it and plug it back in, it should be good.
All right.
But I don't know. I'm not like telling me She-Hulk is not that bad. It's not a selling point for me. I'm not gonna put on a show if it's not that bad.
That's
I
fair.
got anime to watch.
I can't. See, I'm not over here making faces on anime.
You got a Naruto hoodie.
I don't wear it anymore.
Let me get it.
You want it?
Yeah.
All right.
Bet.
Sure.
Come on.
I just like the little Japanese symbols on it. You know what's funny is I literally bought the hoodie because I like the way like all the like little Japanese signs look, and then I just getting all these like compliments like, oh, I like the hoodie. Oh yeah. And they say some like weird stuff.
Dude, anime culture is mainstream.
And I'm just like, yeah. You know it. Yeah. That's my show. Ted's my guy in that one.
Is there anything more disingenuous than the finger pointing? Like, is there anything more fake than the finger pointing?
I got to ask Russ.
Got you, buddy. Yeah, you're the man.
Good touchdown. Yeah. That's right.
Dude, I swear, Russell Wilson might be like my friend Josh has the things he hates list. Mm-hmm. That includes like Imagine Dragons, Tucker Carlson, like
Michigan fans.
Yeah, no. What's the dude with the super church guy?
Joel Osteen.
Joel Osteen, he's on there. There's a couple of things there on his things he hates list. I think Russell Wilson is on my things I hate list.
You know what? We'll have to do that as a topic one day.
Yeah.
Things we hate.
We should.
You know what I don't hate?
What's that?
Citron! Oh, yeah! I was going to do the voice, but I can't. My throat hurt. I was trying to do that just now. Citron's official energy drink of the Detroit Red Wings, and right now, they combine all three of the delicious flavors into a limited edition 6-pack sampler box. They have the cranberry, the classic, and the sugar-free, in case you're trying to drop some LBs. All in one pack. Make sure you guys pre-order that one. It's a Citron 6-pack sampler box at CitronWorld.com/Red Wings. Get energized with Citron, and let's go Red Wings. Woodward Heavyweights on WoodwardSports.com. We'll be right back.
Cranberry.
New to the game or a season better? OddsTrader.com has everything you need to make the right bet ahead of kickoff. Begin your handicapping journey with OddsTrader. Improve your edge by finding the best price on every game from sportsbooks in your backyard. Take advantage of the numerous sign-up bonus offers to pad your bankroll. Dive into key game statistics, player performance, and even account for the projected game day weather. Best of all, you can use the Odds Trader Bet Tracker to keep a log of your action. Welcome to Odds Trader, and best of luck.
Hi, I'm John from Better Rate Mortgage, and to me, family is more than blood. That's why I have the biggest family in Metro Detroit. If you're looking to buy a house or refinance and need a loan, come get treated better than family by me and our entire team here at Better Rate Mortgage. We pride ourselves on giving you better advice, better service, and a better loan experience. That's why we are Better Rate. If you're looking for a new mortgage, come get treated like family. Actually, better with Better Rate Mortgage. Visit us at mybetterrate.com or call at 248-480-4467 today.
All right. It's Chris here. Tell you about Custom Health Centers. Has summer left you feeling a little chubby? Me too. Custom Health Centers can take the willpower out of weight loss. Whether you need to lose 20 or 120, Custom Health Centers will help you do it quickly and safely. Go to customhealthcenters.com and call them today at 844-789-THIN. Once again, that's 844-789-THIN. All right.
What up, though? Welcome back to the Woodward Heavyweights live on Woodsports.com. I'm your boy Easy, joined by my man Spin More Rex.
What up, though? I'm not the wiener.
He's not the leader today, no. We got my man JP Smooth the ones and twos. We're rocking along on a Tuesday. Club going up on a Tuesday.
Squad deep up in here.
Squad deep up in here.
Hey, JB, that hat is fire.
Put it on camera.
Yeah.
Let's see it.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Camera good?
Yeah, camera's
Drop the hat.
good.
You know
Yeah,
what
look at
the
that.
chat gave you, like, deserved abuse for the Seahawks hat, but we didn't.
Yeah.
That was freshly off of an ass whooping. What were you thinking? Did you
Yeah.
lose a bet?
I
Like,
was trying to
what the hell
troll
was going on?
Russell. That's what I was doing. He should have stayed his ass in Seattle. That's my
That's fair.
idea behind it.
Messed up, man. I don't hate the Seahawks, though.
All Russell slander is accepted here on the Woodward Heavyweights.
Russell's one of my favorite players, man. When he was
He
sweet.
was. I liked him. He was
Yeah.
good. He was fun to watch. Now he's just a bum and he's cringe. Back when he used to be good, it was like it outweighed it a little bit.
hamstring, bro.
You got that picture, Sus?
Yeah, but I don't have
absolutely
that as a
lied to
graphic
us.
yet. I'll pull it up.
The list of things I hate. Young son. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. All right, guys.
It's not a list more, so it's just one thing.
Yesterday, we went off on Michigan Wolverine fans.
We did.
And, of course,
Oh
they
my
tried to turn it
God.
into a Michigan State thing. That's what they do. All right, but we were just giving you the facts of the situation. But I do kind of think, like, they... I don't want to say that they can win the Natty.
Oh, they can.
I'm not saying they yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't want to say they will, but they can.
They can, for sure. Yeah, they have a great team this year. We talked about it. They have, I think, is the best unit in college football, which is their offensive line. There's some grown men up there. Those are some maulers. You don't want to be in front of them. You look at their rankings. Their defense is ranked 4th in the country. They're 6th in rushing yards per game, 9th in passing yards per game. Their offense is ranked 22nd, but their rushing attack is 9th overall. And that means their passing attack is 76th
Ooh.
in the country. So they need a little bit more on that. We know that Harbaugh likes to keep it close to the vest, and when you're playing, Hawaii and Colorado State and teams like that, you don't need to throw the ball. Even when you're
That's
going
true.
against Iowa,
You wanna
Iowa's
flip the clock
trash.
around.
Even when you're going to go up against Michigan State, they don't have to throw the ball against Michigan State. They can run the ball 50 times and probably win by 2 touchdowns. So we'll need to see more of it. We'll need to see more of if JJ's the real deal, because they are going to need that passing attack in the horseshoe when they go to Ohio State. I don't think they'll win that game. I don't think they're going to go to Ohio State and get a dub. So I don't think that'll put them in the college football playoff. But it is impressive what they're doing. They have a great team, and if all things go right, if they do beat Ohio State, I can definitely see them competing for a national championship this year. They have a great team. They have a great defense. They have two great running backs in Blake Corum and Donovan Edwards. Donovan Edwards, I think, is the better of the two backs. And like I said, that offensive line, you finally got a guy in J.J. McCarthy who can get the ball down the field. And then you look at their wide receiver core, and it's pretty deep. Like, Andrell Anthony doesn't even get playing time. I think he's their best receiver.
That confused me, too. I thought that last year.
Yeah.
But my man, the Hawaiian dude, I can't think of his name, Wilson.
Yeah.
He's
Roman Wilson.
Fast as hell, bro.
He's
That guy's
fast
a
as
dog.
Ronnie Bell's fast as hell.
Yeah, they got
AJ Henning's
weapons.
fast as hell.
That's kind of like where I was getting to, too. I was thinking about it last night because, like, I gave Jim Harbaugh, and It wasn't abuse. Yeah, I guess sure. Maybe it was a little bit of abuse, but it's all factual. You know what I'm saying everything that I said, 100% factual. That being said, is he possibly turning things around? That's why I had to stop and ask myself, like, because if someone compared him to, I think it was Dabo Sweeney in his first 7 years. I know that Adam does it in the morning show too, but somebody in the comment section on that specific clip, and I was thinking, like, maybe because he did beat Ohio State last year. They did make a college playoff, got whooped in the college playoff. I don't think that happened with Dabo, but he could possibly turn it around. They have like the athletes, I guess.
They always have the athletes. They always have the players. It's a brand. They are one of the best recruiters. They get the best talent in the nation.
But this year, to me, like more so than ever. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of times when it comes to those games, if teams aren't like playing defense specifically, it comes down to like just, you see the Alabama and Tennessee game. You know what I'm saying? They had their athletes make plays.
Yes.
Michigan has the athletes to, I don't want to say it, keep up with any of those like big name, the SEC guys, but they have enough to maybe set, to bring the fight at least.
If they open their offense up, they have enough.
The defensive line, I think, is legit too. Maybe even better than last year, to be honest with you. Like across the entire front, though. Like Mozzie Smith, I think, is the real deal. I think like last year, obviously, Ajabo and Aidan were like dogs, and it was like those two. I think this year, all across, all four guys are studs. Specifically in the run defense too, which forces guys to pass.
Mike Morris is a dude.
Him too.
Yeah.
My only question with them, and it may sound crazy to say, specifically to Michigan fans, 'cause I know they love the guy, but J.J. McCarthy, I haven't had him see, like you said, they're 76 in passing. I haven't seen him in a game like Bryce Young had against Texas, against Tennessee, where like it's kind of like on him to make plays, to say like you have the athletes, but you got to get the ball to him.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I haven't seen him like make those type of plays, or just to be in that type of game where it's that type of environment where you're going back and forth and having to do Bryce Young stuff, which Bryce Young looked phenomenal against Tennessee.
He did.
He's undersized, but I would not be mad if the Lions took a shot at it. But that's the only question, I guess, for me, because this is would you say it's a down year in college football? Is that crazy to say or no?
No.
Because Alabama don't look the same.
Yeah. It's a down year for Alabama.
Yeah.
I'd say it's more even. It's a more even year
That's
for
fair.
college football.
Make it more of an
dispersed a little bit. You don't have that one team that's like, all right, they're gonna win. They're going undefeated. They're gonna be in the national championship.
Yeah.
Unless maybe Ohio State. I think Ohio State. I had them before the season.
Yeah.
As my national champion. I think they still will be. And that's what you said. We haven't seen JJ in that environment where he's had to go out there and throw the ball 30 times. Where he's had to go out there, and because he's going up against another elite offense, elite talents on the offensive side of the ball, he needs to go out there, because that's not what Michigan does. Michigan it's Jim Harbaugh. They want to run that Stanford offense, that 49ers offense, where you run the ball 40 times a game.
Yeah.
And you play off of it with play action deep shots here and there. So he hasn't done that. He hasn't needed to do that, because everyone else, they've imposed their will on rushing the ball. But I think when you go up against a team like Ohio State, you're going to have to do that. Because Ohio State is not going to run the ball down your throat. I mean, they can.
Yeah.
But they're going to score fast. They're going to score a lot. So you need to keep pace with them, and you cannot keep pace with them by running the ball. So they're going to need J.J. McCarthy to go out there and to put up good numbers. He's going to need to throw the ball around the field when they go to the horseshoe.
Yeah, because I was bashing the Penn State win a little bit just because Penn State's Penn State. I never really cared for them or thought of them as like that type of school. I know they were ranked top 10. I think they're, 4th or 5th in the country in rushing defense. And then, Michigan State U of M put up 400 yards on them. And so I looked at their schedule, and they do have like some respectable wins on there. Like Penn State beat Auburn at the same exact score in which Georgia beat Auburn. And I was kind of like opened my eyes a little bit, like, okay, maybe Michigan is doing something here because they demolished Penn State.
Penn State's always a fraud, though. I mean, credit to Michigan to going out there and taking care of business, but Penn State is always up there, and then they never take care of business. They are a James Franklin-led team. They did have Sean Clifford at quarterback. They are playing nobodies and got that far. So, I mean, Michigan, like I said, still had to go out there and take care of business, and they did that in the second half. They imposed their will, and they looked dominant.
That's what it is for me. Is like they look dominant in this situation. Like again, like given the Auburn game where they matched the same score, beat the same team as Georgia, who was Georgia.
Yeah.
And then Michigan plays that team, granted at home, dominates them. You know what I'm saying? Like there's just in every form and fashion. I think in the first half was like 14 plays, like 50 or 60 something.
Yeah, Penn State had 1 first down and 14 points.
And like coaching obviously matters, but I feel like in college football more than just in football in general, I guess. Like your athletes matter a little bit more, just because obviously you see the Alabamas, the Clemson. I'm saying the teams with the guys typically win. Michigan does have guys sometimes that fall short, but nonetheless, they have that this year. I think more like diverse or just spread across the entire team. Like the weapons they have, it's just if JJ can deliver, I guess, at this point, and we'll see against Ohio State. But I actually had to sit back last night and I was like, damn, maybe
they're definitely a team that is intriguing. They control their own destiny. If they go into Ohio State and beat Ohio State, they will be in the college football playoff, obviously.
Yeah.
And then anything can happen from there. Like you said, this is a down year. Alabama doesn't look like they used to. Georgia doesn't look like they used to. Tennessee is still an outlier. USC lost already. So
can you see them competing with those teams, Michigan?
Yeah.
Like more so than last year, or like because obviously last year Georgia was amazing last year though too.
Yeah, I can see them competing with those teams more so than last year because they don't have Cade McNamara as their quarterback. Because they have a guy who can throw the ball more than 5 yards past the line of scrimmage. Because they have a guy, if need be, he can uncork that thing and go 40 yards down the field on a pass. Which is what you're going to have to do to compete with teams like that.
It just feels crazy to say it because like anytime you do find Michigan or any Big Ten school outside of Ohio State matched up with the SEC team dominated. I mean, I said it yesterday. You saw Harbaugh against Nick Saban's worst team, and they still got beat by 19 points. Am I tripping, JB?
No, you're spot on. Your facts there. Look, Michigan has a chance. They've got a very good chance at winning this national championship. I mean, they seem like a very well put together team as of right now. They're definitely balanced. Blake Corum, as you guys said, the dude's a beast. I mean, could be a Heisman finalist. I don't really quite know just yet. You still have some more games to play, but I think the factor here is going to be Harbaugh opening up that playbook for J.J. McCarthy. Because once you guys get to these SEC teams, and if and when they do make it that top four, like that's the factor that's going to be played right there. You can run all day, but you are going to have to air out that football, and you're going to have to let J.J. ball out if he can. So, I mean, you got to open up that playbook for him.
Yeah, I think hopefully we see that against Ohio State finally, because that's what I'm saying. Like we saw Hooker in this situation, we saw Bryce Young in the situation, and like guys make plays. C.J. Stroud, we see him like make plays for the team. And fortunately, I guess for JJ, he hasn't been put in that situation. But I know when they play those top tier teams, it's going to be the situation. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not going to dominate Ohio State like that at the line of scrimmage. In my opinion, just not. Georgia did, but that was an all-time college football team, in my opinion.
One of the best defenses in the history of college football.
Ever. Hey, lines are open. I'm going to be willing to take a few calls. Talk about some Detroit Lions when we come back, though, too.
We are going to talk about some Detroit Lions. We're going to talk about them, helping with their defense. What's going on with their defense. If you need help with your defense, there's only one place you can go, and that is Guardian Alarm. Because they give you peace of mind whether you're at home or on the road. With their 24/7 monitoring, they make sure the things that are important to you stays safe. All you have to do is call 1-800.
Stay out.
That's 1-800.
Stay out.
Call them right now. Tell them Woodward Sports sent you, and they'll get you hooked up. We are the Woodward Heavyweights. We'll be right back.
Introducing the Planet Fitness Guide to getting that post-workout glow. Step 1. What's your why? More epic energy? Better sleep? Blow off steam? Step 2. Join Planet Fitness for just $10 a month and get moving in our clean and spacious clubs. Step 3. Bask in that post-workout glow. Join Planet Fitness today for just $10 a month.
Join today at any of the 50-plus Detroit area locations.
It's a great day to get some Centron in your life. Okay. There it is. Centron, here we go. Gotta grab the cranberry. Oh wait, it's 2 for $4. Gotta double up with the classic as well. Centron World, baby. Centron, available at select Krogers, and if you want to know how, go to @CentronWorld.com. You get dope like me. You know what? Why wait? Great taste, guaranteed.
Make sure you download the Woodward Sports app in the App Store and the Google Play Store today. Take Woodward Sports with you wherever you go and listen live on your phone or mobile device.
Breaking news. If not, if you've been watching Woodward Sports all day, you probably already heard this. But you can win front row tickets to see the Detroit Lions versus the Green Bay Packers.
Man.
And to enter,
to
you gotta record yourself doing a Dan Campbell impression.
Man.
It's not a really good Dan Campbell impression. I probably wouldn't win. Post that impression on IG or Twitter with the hashtag Woodward Front Row. Make sure you're following Woodward Sports, and we will select 3 winners, and they will get 2 tickets each to sit front row. Winner announced on November 4th. There's a lot of misspellings on this sheet thing here. I'm gonna give it to you after the break.
Yeah.
What up, though? Welcome back to the Woodward Heavyweights, live on WoodwardSports.com. I'm your boy Easy, joined by my man Spin More Rex.
What up, though?
Y'all Young Sus, a.k.a. Chris Platty in the TD booth. JB Smooth with the 1s and 2s. Give me your best Dan Campbell impression, Chris.
Me? I couldn't even do one.
Let's hear it.
How are you going to perform for Elon Musk in an elevator if you can't do a Dan Campbell?
Elon's in the elevator, he wants you to give your best Dan Campbell.
Elon, big fan. Yeah, killed it. Thumbs up, thumbs down.
Said 2 words.
He just said his name.
Elon. He's just gonna think that's how you talk.
He's gonna think you're on the spectrum. All right, JB, what you got? Let's hear your Dan Campbell impression.
Guys, man, we're 1 play away out there, man. You guys, we're getting close. We're up there. Like, we just got to string things together. I mean, golf can't be throwing the ball like that, man. I don't know.
That's actually good.
Yeah.
He did the hat tilt and everything, and we're used to seeing him upset at the podium.
Dan Campbell wearing the hat like T.I.
Our ass kicked.
Yeah.
For some reason, I always want to do like the guy from Family Guy. I don't know why.
Who, Joe?
The Joe.
Yeah. Every time I try to do a Campbell, Elon.
Hey,
Elon.
it's me, Joe Swanson.
Elon's like, someone called back. This guy's having a seizure. All right, guys. Speaking of Elon Musk, I'm going to say Detroit Lions.
Speaking of Elon Musk.
We have on the prep conversation you had during BDE. I'm kind of upset that I missed it because it piques my interest. I saw a couple people on Twitter retweet your guys' tweet from BDE today. Having this discussion, talking about it's way too early to compare Aidan Hutchinson versus Kayvon Thibodeaux. I don't agree. I think there's a genuine conversation to be had here. He was supposed to be number 2. He was supposed to be number 1 coming in before the draft.
Yeah.
I'm talking about Kayvon Thibodeaux.
Yes.
Like, there is a discussion to be had. They play the same position. 100%. Like, I don't know. Where do you sit on the spectrum? I just want to say spectrum again. I apologize.
I lean a little bit to the left, Elon. No, but I don't know. Again, there is still a lot to happen. There's a lot of season. I don't think comparing these guys through 5 games or 4 games is much to look at or much to go by. You look at it, Kayvon Thibodeaux through 4 games, he's got 8 total tackles. He's got a forced fumble. He's got 1 sack and 12 total pressures, while Aidan Hutchinson, through 5 games, has 10 total tackles, 3 sacks, and 15 total pressures. So Kayvon's nipping at his heels. They're doing pretty similar stuff. They're doing pretty similar stats. I don't think it's kind of an overreaction if you're going to say, I wish they picked him. I wish they picked him instead. I wish they picked this guy.
Yeah, maybe too early to say that, but I don't know. I think Kayvon's look good. I made the graphic. Do you have that one, Sus? Because this is Kayvon versus Aidan, like up to this point in the season. Obviously, Kayvon missed a couple games at the beginning of the season because of his injury he had in preseason. But the sack comparison, obviously, Aidan Hutchinson's taking that category. Hurries, and again, this is a 1 less game. You got Kayvon. Tackles, Aidan by 1. Pass breakups, Kayvon's got 2 better at the line. And obviously, you have the game totals too. But even just watching the tape, man, they are different style players.
Yeah.
But I can't help to be like just intrigued by Kayvon and all that he can do. Because like you have plays, which one? Aidan did drop in the pass coverage one time, and it looked super awkward. I don't know why it was a thing, but it happened. But Kayvon's did it, and he did get the guy caught the pass on him, but he looked more fluid, I guess, in this situation.
Yeah.
Like even just in pass rushing situation, it feels more fluid. He has like more moves per se. Like, and I'm not trying to disrespect Aidan. I'm not telling you Aidan will never have that or be that. And I understand that Kayvon's playing alongside a better defensive line, but like
Aidan looks like he walks like Zion. Like, have you seen Zion walk? Like,
tall people walk like this.
Zion walks like he's got like rocks in his shoes. Like, I feel like that. Like, Kayvon does seem more fluid. He does seem more, more fluid of an athlete, more kind of comfortable out there playing his role. But again, Aidan's doing it at a position that, is the 2-point, 3-point stance, is that making that big of a difference? Is him being the only guy on that defensive line? How much of it, like, at least Kayvon has Leonard Williams to take some pressure away from him. Like, Leonard Williams is dude in the middle. Leonard Williams is a very good player.
Yeah.
Aidan doesn't have that. Aidan doesn't have a guy like that standing.
Leonard Williams, though, actually just came back like this last game. He was gone for 3 games.
Yeah.
And that was, Kayvon was still doing. I mean, Dexter Lawrence, who I think is a dog too.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. I mean, even put it to you this way, because I last week I was just trying to find like reasons to, and not that I don't believe in Aidan, but I kind of need the push. You know what I'm saying? Because like things do look concerning. But even watching the tape just from the Patriots game, like it's just not pretty. You put on Kayvon's, he's not getting like sacks every single play, but you see him make some moves out there. You see him get close. Obviously he's surpassed Aidan in hurries at this point in less games.
He has less pressures though, so I don't know what the difference between those are.
What do you
he
mean?
has less QB pressures.
I pulled my stats from PFF.
So did I.
Pressures or hurries? I don't understand.
Pressures.
That's 2 different things?
Yeah.
There's certain stats on PFF that I'll dismiss.
Kayvon Thibodeaux has 12 total pressures. Aidan Hutchinson has 15.
I don't even know what the hell that means.
So I don't know what the difference between pressures or hurries is.
Hit the key button. What's the key button say on there?
PFF is they're a bunch of nerds.
That's why. Because there's one thing too I was looking at with them. They have stops.
Yeah.
On here.
I don't know what stops is.
So this is what stop says. All right. This is what I didn't even include this one. Stops on PFF is a defensive stop. Tackles that constitute a failure for the offense. Right. So tackles.
Yeah.
You heard that. Somehow, Aidan has more stops than he has tackles. So if a stop is a tackle that...
PFF's weird, but they do give good pressure stats. They're the only ones that give pressure stats.
Yeah. Well, I don't... So pressure's like one, I do hurries, because I heard of QB hurries, I'm saying, like the pressure stuff, like... I don't know how you would measure that one. If it's not the same as... Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, if it's not the same as hurries, and like, what are we doing here? How are your defensive stops? It's the tackle that stops the offense. How does the guy have more defensive stops than he has tackles?
Are you worried about Aidan Hutchinson, about the draft, about us missing on a guy like Kayvon Thibodeaux? Do you think that we made a mistake? I am gonna get ridiculed for this one. I already know.
Let's hear it. You have the Michigan fans and the Lions fans on this one, but. Yeah, I wanted Kayvon Thibodeaux. I said that before the draft. I was all in on Kayvon at a certain point, especially when I thought that we were going to draft him. I kind of spoke to this yesterday, too, and, having the relationship with him and talking to him, too. Like, they said my man didn't have any passion playing the game, gets his first sack, it's also a strip sack, and he was crying tears. You know what I'm saying? It sealed the deal. So it's just, I'm not saying that Aidan's not going to be good, good pro at all, but Brad Holmes' comp for Aidan was Chris Long. Like, it's pretty mid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I guess at number 2, you just ultimately you want a guy who plays the game, but I just want some double-digit sack seasons. Just a guy at the number 2 overall pick. I want a guy who has an effect on the game. You know what I'm saying? Who could be a game wrecker. Who could change the outcome. You know what I'm saying? I think Neil actually said on your show today, just change the trajectory of a season even. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes that's the difference. You heard Dan Campbell say it in the audio booth just now. You know, it's 1 or 2 plays, man.
Yeah.
Sometimes 1 through plays. We've seen Kayvon now make those 1 or 2 plays. Now Aidan has those 3 sacks for sure, and I can't deny that. Most of his pressure stats are from that game against the worst offensive line, against the quarterback who holds the ball the longest, and I think he's actually the second or the most sacked QB too. I'm willing to say it. Yeah, I think Kayvon, more dynamic player, I should say. I think you could just do more things with them. I saw someone in the Woodward sports chat, someone talking about him dropping back in coverage 5 to 7 times a game. That's pretty sweet. Yeah, it's a pretty cool utility to have in a defensive player who could also pass rush. I even watched back the tape from and again, guys, this is when I got so confused by the Aidan Hutchinson double team stuff. Is the tapes are out there. Like, you don't even need to have the NFL Plus thing. I'm canceling my subscription because there's this one guy on YouTube. He posts them himself, and he posts all the pass rush snaps. And same scenarios. I seen Kayvon rushing Lamar out of the pocket, and Lamar obviously a bit more mobile than other guys in that situation. Get out of the way. Why are you smiling? Me struggling to find the word?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you had something else. But I'm willing to say it. I think Kayvon will be like more dynamic, and he's in a different situation. Maybe that helps showcase that a bit more. But it just looks prettier, I guess.
Yeah. To the eye, maybe. I'm not ready to pile on the guy yet. I still think he's going to be a good player. I still think he will be one of the best players out of this draft. I think he will have a good career. I think he will be a guy that can be a game breaker for us, but we do need to give him some help. We do need to put him in situations that maximize his ability, that maximize his talent, and that have him go after the quarterback like the monster that he was supposed to be coming out of the draft. We need a guy that can go out there and can take quarterback's head off. And as of right now, how they're using him, who they're putting him out there with, and what situations they're using him in, he hasn't been that, except for one half. So I'm not ready to say, yeah, we should have got Kayvon, we should have got this guy yet. I still want to see at least how a year plays out before I'm pitting them against each other, because I think it is way too early to do that. Aidan showed us a lot in that first half.
Let me ask you
this. It was one half against Washington.
Yeah.
But he still showed us a lot.
Coming off of draft night, actually on draft night, maybe even prior, who did you want?
I wanted Kayvon.
Jim Sands?
I did, yeah.
It feels...
But I thought...
The only reason why we struggle with it is because we don't want to get killed by Lions fans, and we don't want it to be misconstrued that we're saying Aiden's not going to be good.
Yeah.
But we thought Kayvon was going to be better.
Yes.
Shoot. JB, I'm curious to hear what you guys say on this one, too, but let me have Spinny tell you guys about Big Boy first.
Yeah, of course, because, all new burgers and loaded fries are back at Big Boy for a limited time only. All new burgers and loaded fries are at Big Boy. It's not the Slim Jim, it's the Big Jim. Chili cheese is such a tease, and guess what else is new? They got the bacon blue. Don't forget about upgrading those fries as well. They got chili cheese fries. They got nacho fries, and they got the banger of all bangers, those baked potato fries. So make sure you go satisfy those taste buds at Big Boy. We are the Woodward Heavyweights. We'll be right back.
Get a shot up. This is for the win. All of Detroit's sports teams live on Woodward. All of Detroit's sports coverage lives on Woodward Sports. Driving the best in Detroit sports coverage.
Fellas, let's be honest. We like things to be easy. We like simple stuff, like sports 7 days a week. We like things uncomplicated, like Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. Open 10 to 8, 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Sign in, sit down, watch your favorite team play, and before you know it, your hair will be game ready. Open 10 to 8, 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
The only sports network in Detroit that starts with a W. Because we win. Woodward Sports, Detroit's winning sports network.
Hey everybody, it's Chris here to tell you about Chili Peppers Tanning. Chili Peppers Tanning is where you'll find the cleanest salons in the D. Spotless, sanitized, trained, certified tanning professionals in these rooms, of course. Join the Pepper Club for all the best deals where they beat all competitors by $5.
$5?
There we go, $5, Spinny. Don't forget to pick up Australian Gold, Designer Skin, Caltan, and Swedish Beauty Lotions. ChiliPeppersTanning.com, the hottest bulbs, the hottest deals, the darkest tans, 27 locations, and more coming.
What up, though? Welcome back to the Woodward Heavyweights, live on WoodwardSports.com. I'm your boy, Easy Joe, by my man, Spin Rex.
What up, though?
Got Chris Platty, a.k.a. Young Sus, in the TV booth.
Wow, look at my hair. It's split like a palm tree right now. Look. It's like split down the middle.
Why would you interrupt the show to
I don't know.
Talk about
it's just bothering me. Anyways. Carry out with the show.
Live on WoodwardSports.com.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying with Russ. Like, lean into the sus. Lean into the cringe. That's what we do with Chris. I feel like it works out a little bit. Maybe not. I mean, Woodward Sports Chat, you guys can let us know. Yes, but back to the Kayvon versus Aidan conversation we're having. I don't feel bad to say at this point because it was the same feeling I had heading into the draft. Same feeling you had heading into the draft. Shoot, we had a former All-Pro Bowler reach out to the station to say that was his feeling too. Mm-hmm. You wanted to be anonymous, but still.
Yeah.
I mean, we heard a former NFL player live on broadcast, and Jonathan Vilma said, I'm just not seeing, extra moves. And again, it is his rookie year. And that's why I want to 100% make sure I'm letting you guys know that I'm not calling him a bust. I'm not telling you he's not going to be good. I just don't know if he's going to be what Kayvon's going to be. And I think it was on the scouting reports and said by many guys that do this for a damn living that Kayvon has the higher ceiling.
Yeah.
Aidan was just a more pro-ready guy. I don't know. Where you at with this one, JB?
Going into that draft, I definitely wanted Kayvon on our team more than Aidan, but I can see what the Lions were trying to do by picking him up. I mean, as you guys said, he is an already pro-ready guy. Homer as well, too, of U of M, so they kind of wanted to, stay home with that as well, too. But if you want to compete, Kayvon is the guy for you right now. And shouts out to our man John over at Pro Sports Zone, actually taking a helmet to get it signed by Kayvon, a Lions helmet, which is now worth nothing. So there's that.
Wait, so you want a Kayvon too?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, just what are the reasons you wanted Kayvon over Hutch?
I think he showed a better repertoire of pass rushing. I think he was more explosive as an athlete. And I think he fits the NFL scheme better.
Yeah.
Because Aidan would just really overpower people in college. He'd get past them based on brute strength, based on one or two moves. And in the NFL, you're not going to overpower that many people. You're not going to just blow through guys like you could in college. So I thought Kayvon brought a little more. The way his body control off the edge was impressive to me. And there's a lot of different things that led into it.
Yeah, I think the other part, too, is Aidan only had the 1 year of, success, which was, concerning, I guess, for me. Just because, I have Kayvon, who's been him from high school to college, and obviously heading into the draft, too, still top 10 pick, where with Aidan, it was that 1 year. Oh, by the way, he had David Ajabo on the side of that defensive line, too. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
In Michigan's conference schedule. But I don't know, man. I think Kayvon was him. I mean, maybe that is a mistake that we look back on with Brad Holmes. I'm not saying.
I don't think it's a mistake yet. I think, like I said, I think Aidan's going to be a great player.
Better than Kayvon.
I don't know yet.
That's what I'm saying. That's where it can be called a mistake because, man, I'm not. This is actually a whole different scenario to compare it to. I was going to say Michael Parsons and Sewell, but they're two different positions. So, but just. Yeah, I mean, if one guy ends up being better than the other, I think you'd have to say, yeah, you messed up on that one. Mm-hmm. Did you get a guy that still worked? Yeah, but would you want the guy that's better? Yeah.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I would.
I don't know. So, what's your outside perspective on this one?
Well, my thing is, if the room is all pro, how do you say his name again? Kayvon. If everybody's pro him, I'm wondering how much of the outside, national perspective was that? Was because I know Hutch was kind of a surprise from what I understand, right? That the Lions took him.
People thought he was going to go number one. That's what the surprise was.
That's what the surprise was, that he actually fell.
Kayvon? Oh, Aidan.
Aidan.
Yeah.
People thought Hutch was going number one overall, and the surprise was that he fell.
Okay.
Go ahead, Sus. I apologize.
I was just going to say, the stats seem to show, and again, with Hutch's struggles early on, it looks that way, but it's way too early to write anything off. So I have no strong conclusion. I definitely think Hutch will be fine, and I think that a big product of it is the defense he has around him or lack thereof.
Yeah, and I guess the one part too that I will give Aidan the crutch of is. Yeah, Kayvon is working alongside a better defensive line. Mm-hmm. I think actually D-Max said something to the point of the Giants is a former defensive coordinator of the Ravens.
Yeah.
The guy they have there too, and maybe he's spicing some things up. But in terms of seeing that, and I get D-Max is not as big a football nerd as we are, but Aidan does move all over the line. I guess one difference is we haven't seen him in the 2-point stance at the NFL level. At least I haven't. If it's on film somewhere and I missed it, I apologize. But and it's just the way it looks too. I guarantee it that Leonard Williams is the biggest concern for offensive coordinators heading up against the New York Giants rather than Kayvon Thibodeaux in his rookie year. But they're also two different positions. But just on tape, man, it just looks sexier, bro. You know what I'm saying? There are just second moves. I don't know, man.
Looks cleaner.
Yeah.
It does. There's going to be a lot that goes into it. This is going to be something that Lions fans follow closely for both of their careers because this is the what-if thing. This is the what's going on there. It's Jaden Ivey and other players, same kind of situation. You're going to be following these other guys closely. And I think they'll both be good players. I don't know who's going to be better at the pro level. I think Aidan Hutchinson can be a great player. I think he can be a game wrecker. I don't think he's being used correctly, and I don't think he's being coached up well enough. Because they need to sit him down and tell him, like, obviously things aren't working. We need to try something different. And if they have been telling him that and he hasn't been doing it, then they should put him on the bench. But I doubt that that's the case. I doubt it's the case that he's just not listening to what the coaches tell him, because that's not the kind of guy he is. That's not the kind of player he is. So I think the coaches need to do a better job of utilizing him. I think the coaches need to do a better job of putting him in situations, like I said, where you can get the maximum value out of his potential, out of his skill set. And they need to switch some things up because it's obviously not working. To keep trying something and expect a different result, to keep trying something the same way and expect a different result, that is the definition of insanity. So if they just keep trying to use Aidan Hutchinson the same way and expect it to work out in his rookie year when it hasn't for 4.5 games, then it's just stupid and it's just insane.
Yeah. Shout out to our guy Adam Morency in the Woodward Sports chat. He comments and he says, I see it as coaches, and I mean all the Lions coaches need to be held accountable. You have pro football players and poor coaching techniques from the coaches. I don't see that to be the case, to be honest with you. I mean, it actually very well may be. I did question the 2-point stuff, the fact that we've never seen him out of the 2-point stance and all that. So, yeah, it could be on the coaching. We'll see. I mean, I've the same argument or sentiment, though. I've seen, AG kind of revive situations with Charles Harris last year. When we had him last year, he had his career high in 7.5 sacks. Obviously not seen that this year. Different style of defense as well. I see him make somewhat of a career for undrafted free agent Jerry Jacobs. And I get sometimes, too, you just find those diamonds in the rough. We've seen him revive Jeff Okudah. Although we only see Jeff Okudah in his rookie year, maybe I'm giving AG too much credit. I have some excuses just now I gave him.
Yeah. I think you are.
No, because he revived Tracy, too. Revived Tracy Walker.
I mean, Tracy was good before they changed his position.
What do you mean? Oh, yeah, before Matt Patricia came through?
Before Matt Patricia changed his position, like the year before that, he had 100-something tackle season.
Yeah.
And then Matt Patricia changed his position.
But that's what I'm saying, though. AG come along and saying, hey, you're better this way, puts him back in position where he excels.
Well, I mean, I could have done that. It was pretty obvious for everybody except for Matt Patricia.
Maybe so. I don't know. I'm very curious on what the people have to say. I misquoted the poll. I said, the Lions, should they have taken Aidan over Hutch?
Yeah. Classic. There's a lot we're gonna have to see. There's a lot we're gonna have to see with these guys, and you wrote Sauce on here too.
I was just gonna say, what about a guy like Sauce?
Sauce Gardner. I think Sauce Gardner. Obviously, he's a great player.
Someone
I wish him all the best, but he is playing on a defense that is loaded.
That's fair.
There are a lot of players on that defense.
That's true.
There are a lot of guys to take the pressure off of Sauce Gardner. There are guys that get after the quarterback on that defense, so it makes it a lot easier for a guy like him to slide in, not be the center of attention, not be the guy that's accounted for. I mean, he's accounted for, but not schemed for. When you have guys like Quinnen Williams, who has at least a half a sack in every game this year.
Yeah.
You have a guy like Quan Alexander, who is playing at an all pro level. It's easier for a corner to fill into a team like that than it is for a guy to come in and try to be the best player on a terrible defense.
I'm with my guy, one funky Lions fan in the Woodward Sports chat, commenting that Harris was a 2-point stance last year because he was an outside linebacker. Y'all remember how bad Vinoy looked when he was out of position, switch back. Yeah, I think he should switch back too, because obviously this one ain't working.
Yes, I expected that last week. That's what pissed me off. They're like, yeah, we're going to make changes. We're going to do this, brother.
Yeah.
We got personnel changes. We're going to switch this defense around. And what did they do? They just came out there and benched Deshaun Elliott, who was one of our band. They're like, yeah, that's the big changes. Then that wasn't changes. You didn't change anything. You just put a worse guy out there on the field. I want to see legitimate changes that benefit the players that we have out there, that put Aidan Hutchinson, that put Charles Harris, that put Aleem McNeil in situations where they can succeed. If you're not doing that, you're failing as a coach. If you keep trying to do the same thing, it's not working, not make any adjustments, not try to change things to help these guys get better, you're failing as a coach. So we'll see what happens against Dallas. But if they don't go out there with legitimate changes, we're going to get torn up. And guess what's not going to be a problem for Dallas? Getting to Jared Goff, because they have Micah Parsons. They have DeMarcus Lawrence. They have Trayvon Diggs out there latched to somebody. And what do they do with Micah Parsons? They start him at middle linebacker his rookie year. Oh, he's playing well. Oh, shit, this guy can get to the quarterback. You're not a linebacker anymore, bud. We're playing you as a rush end for the rest of the year. And look what he does. He almost breaks the rookie sack record. Dan Quinn knows what he's doing. Dan Quinn knows how to get the best out of his players. I need to see the Lions coaching staff do that. I need to see the Lions coaching staff make adjustments so these guys can go out there and perform to the level that we are expecting them to.
Yeah. Yeah, I expected that too. I mean, we had the whole conversation here on the show, and I was like, I hope they go back to the 3-4. I think that's change they're going to make. Because of the last year's semi-success with a less talented roster. And really all they changed was like actual personnel. I thought they were like talking about personnel in terms of like formation. No, they changed like they put Savion Smith was starting that game.
Yeah.
They benched Amani Oruwariye. To their credit though, Smitty, I know you, and you did go in, but they did limit the Patriots to 22 points. Which is a big difference from the week prior.
Bailey Zappi. They limited Bailey Zappi to 22 points.
Bailey Zappi just had just
they limited a Bailey Zappi,
defense.
Matt Patricia, and Joe Judge offense to 22 points.
Did you see what Bailey Zappi did this weekend?
Nothing to hang your hat on.
Did you not see what Bailey Zappi did this weekend?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, and that's against a better defense. That's one that includes Myles Garrett and actual like guys. I'm looking for a stat line. That's what I'm looking. Bailey Zappi, 24 out of 34, 309 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, how many times did he throw the ball against the Lions?
I think he threw the ball 16, 17 times.
Yeah. So, I mean, if you let him get 34 passes, who's to say he doesn't go for 300 yards? They didn't have to throw the ball with Bailey Zappi because we couldn't stop Damian Harris. And then when Damian Harris went out, we couldn't stop Ramondre Stevenson.
I'm just saying, changes were made and they held them to 22 points.
And I'm just saying that's not something we should be excited about.
But it's an improvement, is it not? I mean, it quite literally is an improvement. That's all I'm saying. But I'm the AG guy. I defend AG.
Yeah,
That's what I do. I don't understand why you're lost on it. It literally is an improvement. You complain about Geno Smith being a career backup and putting up 40 points in us.
Yeah, and they have a much better offense though.
The Seahawks?
Yes, they have better weapons. Geno Smith,
sure.
as a career backup, he's still a better quarterback than Bailey Zappi. Decaf Coffee, DK Metcalf, and Ty Lockett are a great receiving tandem. I told you about my boy Will Dissly being a problem. Like, Will Dissly is good. Noah Fant is good. Rashad Penny was playing great.
Yeah.
You know, it's that the Seahawks offense is better than the Patriots offense. Although I will, I'm glad they didn't let Bailey Zappi throw 40 up on him. But you still can't. They only forced the Patriots to punt once. So yeah, they improved. They got one punt. They improved a little bit.
They did.
They forced them to punt once. A rookie quarterback, 8th round pick or whatever he was.
Rookie quarterback could put 300 yards
and
on
Joe
a better defense
Judge
than ours.
and Joe Judge and Matt Patricia. They forced that offense to punt once.
Stop giving Matt Patricia credit for that, bro. Stop.
It's their offense.
It's Bill Belichick's offense.
So Bill Belichick does the offense and the defense. He just does everything.
I'll put you this way. Remember when that guy, I don't know the specific player it was, but he came off the field and he was getting bitched at. Who was getting bitched at by?
He's the head coach. Obviously, he's going to bitch at the guy.
No, because like situations like
that. It's
that.
completely different.
No, it's not completely different. You've seen Tom Brady bitch at his offensive coordinator. You've seen Patrick Mahomes bitch at his offensive coordinator. Like, you bitch at who's coaching you up on that play or who's coaching you up on that play you're not doing it right. That's just bitching at you. When he came off the field, it was Bill Belichick bitching at him.
Bill Belichick bitches at everybody if they miss assignments.
Because Bill Belichick's the GOAT. He's fucking in charge of everything. Drop that one. Whoops. Oddshark.com's the website for game day bets. Play-by-play updates, live scores, and the best price on every game from multiple sports books. Guys, capitalize on your winnings. Go to Oddshark.com right now for your best bets. Woodward Heavyweights. We'll be right back.
Life is full of hard choices. We're here to make one of life's biggest decisions as simple as possible. My name is Christina Gennari, and for over 20 years, I've helped hundreds of families buy and sell homes. We cover all of Metro Detroit and more, from large luxury homes to starter homes. We will work hard to make sure that you get the home of your dreams. So if you're in the market today or even thinking about buying or selling in the future, make the obvious choice. Christina Gennari, the obvious choice in real estate. Visit us at soldchristina.com today.
3 NBA championships. Detroit fans were there. 11 Stanley Cups. Detroit fans were there. 4 World Series wins. Detroit fans were there. And that one one Lions playoff win in 1991? Yeah, Detroit fans were there. Woodward Sports, where the fans are.
The official meat supplier of the Woodward Sports Network is The Butchery. So make sure you call 248-682-COWS. Yeah, that's 248-682-COWS or 2697. Or you can visit them online at thebutcherysl.com. Shipping included for Woodward Sports customers. The Butchery meats, eats, and treats. Sandwiches to die for. Wagyu meats and artisan breads inspired by the legend Chef Dave. I'm telling you guys, this is the best food I've had in my life. The best burger I ever had in my life. The best sandwich I ever had in my life. And it's called the Woodward Sports. So why wouldn't you made it when you got a sandwich named after you. So make sure you go check out The Butchery. Again, give them a call at 248-682-COWS.
What up, though? Welcome back to the Woodward Heavyweights live on WoodwardSports.com. I'm your boy Eazy, joined by my man Spin More Rex.
What up, though?
We got young Sussex TD Booth, a.k.a. Chris Platty. Shout out Decaf. JB Smooth with the 1s and 2s. I am the AG defender. I proudly wear that title. Yeah. I will. Dude's been interviewed for head coaching jobs. If he's literally had defensive coordinators call him up, ask him how do you do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think he's a good coach. I think he's just working with, like you said, trying to make a salad of rotten vegetables. And yeah, we did see improvement. So.
By one punt.
Not by one punt. By literally 22 points.
And one punt. We forced them to punt once.
And 20 points. I mean, that's probably more important than the punt.
Time of possession is equally as important.
No, literally, score more points to win the game.
Yeah, but if
points are more important than how many times one guy's kicking a damn ball.
If you had the lead,
no,
Detroit Lions keep the ball for the whole game. Stop. Because your offense is out there the whole time.
Are you trying to argue this point? You're smiling. I know you're BSing. All right, you probably give me.
Is there a difference between a 20-point lead and a 30-point lead?
Yeah.
At the end of the game, no. It's a loss
at
either
the end
way.
Of the game, yeah, the points matter. You're smiling. I'm not even falling on this track.
Okay, all with you.
You mad? Sus, man.
What's up?
Don't mess this up. We gave you a segment today because you're a big NBA guy called Fast Break. Is that what we're calling it?
Yeah.
Of course.
Can we get some music for this one, JB? Let's run it.
The YG beat. I got to go in. It's the YG beat. Listen. I'm going to do some questions. I'm going to break it around the room, see what everybody thinks. So the first one I want to bring up. So shout out my boy Tim, a.k.a. Cranjus McBasketball. Yes, that's from Impractical Jokers. That's the name he goes by. He's a guru. He has his own basketball website where he's developed his own formulas and everything and statistics. And so he has this statistic for pressures at the rim. And he said that Cade had the highest volume of shots at the rim among all rookies last year and had the lowest shot quality, meaning the toughest shots. The only people that had in his level of attempts worse shots are James Harden and Kyrie Irving. So he said that Cade's numbers will go up a lot because I know everybody's talking about the shooting slumps. I know everybody's talking about all of that in preseason and last year, but it's really the shots at the rim that's going to help his field goal percentage. And he was proud of how aggressive Cade was attacking the basket. So I think that's something big. Do you think that's more or less important than his outside shot?
That was a lot for a short question.
You just sussed it. You sussed it.
You sussed
I did.
Gosh damn it, sus.
So, do you think that... what was the question?
Suss it up.
It was breaking down shooting at the rim. Do you think that is bigger concern or his outside shot?
Ooh,
a bigger concern?
Yes.
I think him making his outside shot will be a bigger concern because I'm not worried about him getting layups. And once he has, the guys out there, it'll take away from that pressure. When he has a guy like Jaden Ivey, he's not going to be getting double teamed as much when he has lob threats out there like a Jalen Duren, like a Marvin Bagley. When he gets back, he won't have to worry about as much pressure meeting him as the rim because they can't go off of those guys. So I think him knocking down his outside shot will be more important.
Yeah, I gotta go with you. I think the outside shot, especially considering like having Jaden Ivey on the team, I think he's gonna take a lot of shots at the rack. And what I want him to develop, if he's gonna be a ball handler on his team, is kicking the ball out to guys and hit, and make open threes. We were bottom of the league last year, making 3-pointers, and we were top of the draft because we sucked. So yeah, I definitely want to see Cade's 3-point shot going more. I'm less concerned with the interior.
Okay, JB.
I gotta go with outside shot. I know my man can, attack the rim, but I definitely want to see him take shots out there. And as you guys said, bringing Ivy in, that'll open things up a lot more for him. So outside shot for me.
Okay. Second question is a lot easier, a lot shorter. So with Bagley being out for 4 to 6 weeks, missing start of the season, we all have talked about the potential of Jalen Duren starting at some point this year, starting at center. My question is this enough of a sample size for him to usurp it and earn that starting spot at the beginning of the season? Because I actually think it is. I think he has a shot. I'm not saying it's likely.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think it is. It's definitely going to be a big sample size. He's going to be getting a lot of minutes. It depends on his play, obviously. If he goes out there and he does things that's an undeniable force that we need to put in the lineup, he's going to usurp that spot. He is going to be the guy that gets it. If he shows that he can rebound on the level he did in the preseason and in the summer league in actual NBA games, as well as protect the rim and be wary of that foul trouble, because he did get into foul trouble a lot in the preseason, then yeah, I could see him definitely using his minutes, taking the most out of those minutes, and ending up with that starting spot.
He's just so young, man. And Dwayne Casey, he's stubborn sometimes. I feel like he doesn't give his young guys the minutes I feel like they need to develop. That's maybe going a little bit too far, but we know how he is. I'm saying he gives the vets a lot of PT, at least PT over the young guys. But I can't specifically say I see him starting. Maybe maybe a couple of the injuries, but I hope that's the case. I'm really high on Duren. I really.
Me too. I think he's one of the best draft picks and prospects the Pistons have. I think he has a very high ceiling with his ability to rebound and defend. Yeah. If he can even just do that at the level that he's done in the preseason, projecting that forward and improving on that alone is good. Not to mention the offensive game, the passing, and the mid range. So I think he has a shot. 3 to 4 to 6 weeks, like that whole range. That's a good chunk of the season. That's a lot of time for him to usurp. Sure. And I think Dwayne Casey will give him a shot. What do you think, JB?
I rolled the dice with him. I would put him in that starting lineup. I mean, there's no better way to learn and get experience than, just throwing him right there in that fire. As you guys said, he needs to stay out of foul trouble a lot more. During preseason, he had issues there, but he's making the most of his opportunities. So I'm going to praise him for it and, give him that opportunity. Go ahead.
Real quick, if I may, too. I don't know that Duren will be like an elite overall player where he's like a superstar amongst the league, but I think he could be elite at the things we ask him for, and I feel like that's important in winning basketball. That's why I wanted a guy that was a fit for the team rather than like the best guy available.
A Robert Williams type, you know,
be elite at grabbing boards
skill
and be elite at playing defense.
Absolutely. And if he can do more than that offensively, that's a huge plus. Yeah. The other thing that none of you mentioned that I think is also a big point is how quickly he develops chemistry with Cade. We all saw how much Cade loves that lob threat. If he can prove to be a better lob threat than Bagley, I think he has a real shot at earning the starting spot sooner rather than later.
Next question.
I got the rotation. So this is one that Pistons fans have been obsessing over. There's a couple rotation questions. The first one I'll start with is the one that coming into the season, we did this segment where we were talking about minutes getting cut. The person I'm most interested in is Diallo, because Diallo absolutely outperformed last year and played very well.
100%.
I thought he was garbage.
Crucial moments.
And he provided good energy and was a nice spark. So I think Dwayne Casey will give him the benefit of the doubt, but with Alec Burks coming back, the addition of Ivy, Killian Hayes being slid into a smaller role, Cade obviously getting the majority of the minutes, that guard rotation, I mean, is Dwayne Casey going to play 5 guards?
Well, I think Diallo could play a little bit of forward, too. I think, we'll see him when we will see some 3-guard lineups. He could play. He's athletic enough to cover bigger guys at the small forward position. So if you don't have the size, he at least has the speed and athleticism to make up for it.
But I mean, even then, if you have Bogdanovic and Bey, and that's going to take up a huge chunk there.
Those two guys that can play the 4.
They can play the 3 or the 4. So there's room, but I just feel like that's not a lot of room for Hamidou Diallo.
There's going to be a trade piece off of this team.
Yeah.
There's going to be a guy moved off of this team, and it might be Hamidou Diallo. It might be Hamidou Diallo. It might be Bogey. It might be Burks. It might be one of those guys they just brought in, somebody that a veteran team, that a playoff pushing team wants to add to their team. So, I'll see how they do the rotation first. Obviously, the what's deep inside of me is that I don't want Corey Joseph in the lineup at all, but it's gonna happen. He's our backup point guard, I guess. So we'll see. We'll see if Livers is healthy, because that will add some more minutes. If Livers can't go for the first couple games, that will add some more minutes to him. We'll see if Burks is healthy, if he can go for the first couple games or not. But yeah, there's going to be that backcourt, or that front court is pretty loaded. So we're gonna need to see.
It's gonna be tough. JB, what do you think?
I mean, I think it's evident we all don't want Kemba Walker on this team anymore. We don't want Corey Joseph on this team anymore.
Kemba's gone.
He is gone?
Yeah.
Oh,
bye, Felicia.
Thank God. But I don't know about,
Kemba
playing 4 or 5 guards. Like, that's a little wild for me. Like, I love the speed idea behind it, but you're just giving up too many points at that basket. I just got to see this rotation, how it's going to work out a little bit more.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna end up getting cut from the rotation completely until Burks is moved. But a Burks Bogdanovic, any type of deal like that, probably doesn't happen until close to the deadline, when the Pistons are trying to maximize their value. But speaking of rotation, I got another question. So I'm fascinated by this, and I've heard a lot of people talk about this: the Hayes, Ivy, Cade 3-guard lineup. But taking it a step further, how often, if at all, do you think Casey will go with the all-young group? We know he likes his veterans, but we have a lot of young guys in this rotation. Will Casey ever go Hayes, Cade, Ivy, Bay/Beef Stew, and Durant up front?
I don't think so. I think Dwayne Casey likes to have a veteran out there. I think Dwayne Casey likes to have a guy out there that can take control and that can lead that team. So I think that's why he added guys like Noel, like Burks, like Bogey, to kind of complement the young guys in his lineup. So maybe, maybe we'll see it out there eventually, but I don't expect to get a lot of run with that lineup. But the 3-guard lineup, I expect to see a lot, because I know Dwayne Casey loves 3-guard lineups. So I wouldn't be surprised at all to see, Cade, Ivy, and Killian out there closing games down.
I agree with Spinny. I told you this before. Casey loves his vets, and I think a lot of it has to do with too. And I think this will happen. But Cade, this is the younger guards. You say all the time, you want to lose games, play young guards. I think both Cade and Ivy clean up the turnover issues they've been having. In terms of the game a little bit.
One thing I wanted to say quickly is that I would love to just see it, just to see the chemistry and just to see how that lineup would play. But I know that Casey will go with his vets. But I'd like to see how all the young guys play together, how they fit.
I want to see Hayes with the shooters.
I would too. Yeah, that would be a lot of fun. But these guys, they've been working out all summer. We obviously got Gaines Cunningham out there. Steek's been working out in the mountains. You don't got to go through all that. You can just go into Planet Fitness if you need to, because Planet Fitness is where it's at. They got you can get your membership for just $10 a month, or you can get the Black Card for $24.99 a month. The Black Card gives you some amenities such as hydro massage, full tan. You get body massage. You get access to over 2,000 locations worldwide. And don't forget, we are going to be broadcasting live from Planet Fitness on Ryan Road in Sterling Heights all day on Wednesday, October 26th. You can win prizes like Michigan versus MSU tickets, a 1-year Black Card membership, a signed Darren McCarty jersey, a signed Braylon Edwards jersey. You can win a signed Suss jersey. Whatever you want, make sure you come rock with Woodward Sports October 26th at Planet Fitness on Ryan Road in Sterling Heights. It's Planet Fitness, where fitness is essential.
At work and at home, we're there with smarter security solutions. Featuring complete automation with customized alerts and more. For over 90 years, we've been the company that's been counted on to protect what matters most, all with personalized service and care. Right now, for a limited time, receive a free video device plus free installation with a new home system. Guardian Alarm. We protect Michigan.
When you need apparel, there's only one place to go. Big Frog in Novi. With no setup fees, no artwork fees, no minimum, and a 24-hour turnaround, you can have your whole team outfitted in no time. Embroidery, direct-to-garment, vinyl, and screen printing, Big Frog has it all in all the styles you want. So whether it's a sports team, fundraiser, school event, or corporate needs, Big Frog is your one-stop destination. Visit bigfrog.com/Novi or call 844-4-BIG-FROG.
We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side.
Lemieux and McCarty, who've had a good knockdown drag up. There they go, right on the whistle. They were talking to one another.
Woodward Sports.
At Alta.
Uptime.
Madness. Alta Equipment has everything you need to get the job done. You got a big project coming up? Alta Ran has you covered. Give them a call today at 844-GO-TO-ALTA. Again, that's 844-GO-TO-ALTA. Alta Equipment, where
Uptime.
Madness. What up, though? Welcome back to the Woodward Heavyweights live on WoodwardSports.com. I'm your boy Easy, joined by my man Spinmo Rax.
What up, though?
You got Young Sus, a.k.a. Chris Pilati in the TD booth. JB Smooth with the ones and twos. And how fitting. Right away, Sussed it. But it's good. We have to go through those try runs, you know what I'm saying, to get better.
It was a lot of information. I just thought it was interesting, but it was a lot to form to a question.
Yeah, it was a lot. It was a whole 5-minute question.
But that's crazy, though.
When you take the angle and trajectory of Cade Cunningham's shots, they come down at a 35-degree angle instead of most arcing at 37 degrees. Do you think that 2% difference will change the factor of his shooting percentage in late-game situations and after he eats 2 tacos at halftime?
When it rains on a Tuesday, don't forget that.
He's undefeated.
Who's that? Crazy part was I had no numbers in that. That was all just reading words.
Who's that guy? Kevin O'Connor?
Yeah.
I feel like he sometimes just says random stuff like that. But people buy it and then he'll.
Kevin Pelton, you mean?
No, Kevin O'Connor. I think is what I was thinking of. But at the end of it, he'll be like, "Yeah, Killian Hayes. So my pro comp is James Harden."
Dude, I hate that.
Literally. And people are like, he's the go-to guy. Just live by it.
Can I say that is my biggest pet peeve in all of sports? Again, I'm mostly a basketball guy, so you guys maybe have worse. Maybe we can make this a segment one day. But pet peeves in sports, my number one is NBA draft comps. Because the 27th pick, who's this guy remind you of? Yeah, he reminds me a little bit of James Harden mixed with Zach LaVine. Why is he drafted 27th then? I hate that. I get so mad.
Yeah,
that is fair. I like pro comps.
Last pick in the draft. Yeah, he kind of reminds me of like a Michael Jordan, like LeBron James kind of player.
He's like a Jokic, but with athleticism.
Yeah.
Not really an athlete. That stuff, like those late picks, though? Compared to like who?
Yeah. Yes. Dude, Marshawn Brooks, Kobe. Like, come on.
Who said that?
Jay Billis. Like the guy who hosts the ESPN draft. And I'm not trying to knock him. I just hate that always
No, he deserves to be knocked. Like,
he does.
You should not be pro-comping guys.
He does.
That late in the draft. Kobe Bryant. Especially if you don't have him in your mocks like 1 or 2 at that point. That's just wild.
Yeah.
That's wild to me. JB, you said something? I apologize.
No, I was just over here playing sound effects for you guys.
Quack, quack. All right. Spinny, we kind of got into this a little bit yesterday, and I want to ask the same question today pertaining to the Detroit Lions. I think this season, anybody thinks otherwise. I know Deion said it. I don't know if he was being serious or not.
He was being serious.
It's a wrap, like Christmas evening. All right? Like, this is going nowhere.
That was a sus bar.
This is like, we're not 5 games max. And we know this. You know this, man. Like, this is going to happen. We're not turning it around. We're not going to the playoffs.
Playoffs?
You look at the roster, injuries included.
Playoffs?
We're not sniffing it. You know what I'm saying? The wins are rarely going to come
but what if I want
from here on out. What if you want what?
Nothing.
The wins are really going to come from here on out.
How am I supposed to keep talking? You guys interrupt me, say random stuff.
Also, Spinny.
I said, what if I want to sniff it?
Oh, wow.
Whoa.
Nonetheless, though, you know the season's going to be bad, correct? Like
yes.
Are you willing to give Dan Campbell another chance just because you know it's going to be bad this year?
Yes.
Are we ready to relax a little bit and recognize this as a rebuild?
No. Well, as a
build. I don't want to call it a rebuild. We're never anything to rebuild to.
I mean, we made the playoffs a couple of years in a row. We had some good teams.
I'm not rebuilding to making the playoffs. I want to build to a championship team. But
okay, so we've been rebuilding since 1957.
Correct.
And we need to. I mean, intelligent people knew this was still a rebuild. I thought I said 7 games.
So why are you in the camp of you're still ready to fire them at the?
Because that 7-game mark was what they should have hit. They should have been better. They should have improved. And they haven't. They've looked worse. The defense has looked worse. The coaching staff is still making the same mistakes they made last year to cost us games. I'm not saying they should go out there and win every game by 1,000,000 points, but, winning one of your first 4 games with 3 of them being at home, it's not good. It's not good. Having a coach who has yet to win a game on the road, it's not good. We need to see improvement. We need to see improvement from players. Like I said, I think I said it yesterday when I was in my glizzy suit. I'm not asking for game-breaking play. I'm not asking for lopsided victories. I'm asking to see players and coaches improve on a weekly basis, and I have not seen that. And that is what's troubling to me.
How can you say you haven't seen that, though? Like, last year, our offense was absolute shit, and this year we have a top 3 offense in the NFL. That's improvement.
Has that offense gotten better every week? I'm saying this year. I'm saying improving the players we've seen out there this year.
Who do you want to see?
Ben Johnson has done a good job. Ben Johnson changed that offense. He has his scoring. Jared Goff looks good. We actually have weapons out there now.
That's improvement. That's like you.
That's not the side of the ball I'm worried about. That's not the side of the ball that is ruining this team, that is costing us victories. I need to see defensive players. I need to see singular guys getting better each week. I need to see them utilizing DJ Chark, make him get better each week. I need to see, like you said, Aidan Hutchinson continuing to grow each week. And we have not seen that. We've seen what we've known out of the offense. We've seen Amon-Ra St. Brown being a dog. We knew Amon-Ra St. Brown was a dog at the end of the year. We see DeAndre Swift lighting it up at the beginning of the year. We knew when DeAndre Swift is healthy, he's a dog. We knew Jared Goff that when he's protected and has a running game, can do things like this. But I haven't seen players improve this year on a week-to-week basis. I haven't.
So, witnessing them limit the New England Patriots 22 points despite horrid field position because of the 0-6 fourth down attempts was an improvement to you? Can we,
No, who stood out to you on that defense against the Patriots that did such a good job? What players?
I'm just saying, there's not improvement, though.
No, what players improved from the week before that did such a good job on that defense that makes you see this giant improvement from week to week? What players stood out to you
collectively,
that made
as
stops?
a whole, the team somewhat, improved. I think you have to acknowledge that as an improvement. Again, you have to also factor in the fact, horrid field position. We were 0 for 6 on fourth down calls.
Again, that is the coach not learning from his mistakes. So that makes me even more concerned. That is the coach doing the same stupid thing every week and leading your team to failure. So that makes me more concerned than not seeing it out of the players. Did the defense play better? Yeah, okay, they didn't give up 40 points to the Seahawks. Good job, guys! You didn't give up 40 points to Geno Smith. Is that something to be happy about?
No,
that's not something we should be celebrating.
I'm talking about, you said you wanted to see improvement from week to week.
Yes. What players did you see that improved?
Specific players. I'm telling you, the defense overall, I would have to say they all kind of proved a bit there, limiting the Patriots to 22 points. Again, with horrid field position. I know it's not, we still lost the game, and you're still upset about it, but you'd have to recognize that as improvement. No, I mean, it quite literally is. You held them less points. They were at home. You had bad field position. You lost 5 guys in the process of it. Is it Bailey Zappi? Sure. Bill Belichick led Bailey Zappi. The Bailey Zappi that put 30 on the freaking Browns on the road. I'd have to recognize that as improvement. The fourth down stuff, yeah, you know what? You can question that. Did it make or break the game? We weren't moving that ball regardless, and that's the side of the ball you're not concerned about, is the offensive.
Patriots summary, drive summary. First one, 6 plays, 26 yards, field goal. That's because we gave up, we didn't get that 4th and 1. Second one, 11 plays, 83 yards, field goal. Third one, they had the interception. 4 plays, 23 yards, interception. Next drive, 6 plays, 61 yards, field goal.
Picked them off twice?
Next drive, 9 plays, 56 yards, field goal. 8 plays, 66 yards, touchdowns. They had the 1 punt. Okay, they had 2 punts in that game. Sorry. The only reason we didn't give up 40 points was because they settled for field goals. was because
Which
probably
means
they
you
have a
stop them
rookie
from scoring
quarterback
touchdowns.
and not a great offense. So they can't execute as well in the red zone as other offenses can. You give other offenses that many red zone attempts, they're scoring 40 points on you.
Do you want to know how many points Bailey Zappi put up on the Browns, who have a better defense than us?
Yeah, how many?
38.
No defensive scores at all in that game?
I'd have to check during this break because I heard the music. How about you tell us about Big Frog?
Get a free Woodward Sports t-shirt at Big Frog. If you're okay with the Lions losing 28-0 and see it as an improvement, go into Big Frog Novi today and get yourself a free Woodward Sports t-shirt. All you have to do is go there, tell them we sent you, and they will print you out one on the spot. That is Big Frog in Novi. So visit them online at bigfrog.com/Novi or go check them out right now and get your free t-shirt.
For a limited time only, all new burgers and loaded fries at Big Boy. It's not a Slim Jim, it's the Big Jim. The chili cheese is such a tease. Guess what else is new? The bacon blue. How about upgrading those fries? Chili cheese fries, baked potato fries, nacho fries. What will it be? Satisfy those taste buds at Big Boy.
My name is Lee. I've lost 35 pounds on the Custom Health Center program. So the three biggest benefits that I've gotten from this program has been I'm not snoring anymore, I have a lot of energy, it's great, and oh, by the way, look at this. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding.
Call us at 844-789-THIN or visit CustomHealthCenters.com for a free consultation and get started for as little as $5 a day.
It's time to talk about Swiss. Not the holy Swiss cheese, just like the holy Detroit Lions defense that holds up, let up touchdowns. I'm talking about Swiss Insurance with our guy Mark at Swiss Insurance Group. Mark and his awesome team at Swiss Insurance want to remind you the last month was National Life Insurance Awareness Month. Since then, Swiss can save you money on home and auto insurance, resulting in no additional out-of-pocket costs for your insurance needs. Reach out to the team at Swiss Insurance Group. Their experts will provide you with financial peace of mind if the unexpected happens. What up, though? Welcome back to the Woodward Heavyweights live on WoodwardSports.com. I'm your boy Easy, joined by my man Spinmo Rex.
What up, though?
Chris Pilati, a.k.a. Young Sus in the TD booth. JB Smooth, the ones and twos. I'm not telling you that Detroit Lions defense was great. I'm not telling you that they were good. I'm just saying you wanted to see improvement by that standard. I mean, that was an improvement.
They kept the team out of the end zone,
which is an improvement.
Better. They still got scored on in like 80% of the drives that the Patriots had. So I don't see that as much improvement.
But it's improvement.
Barely.
What do you mean barely?
Not enough.
They had their pants pulled down at home the week prior.
Yeah, and they got their pants pulled down on the road.
Offensively, defensively, held them to 22 points. That's a winnable game. If the offense produced it, you spotted them 7. But I say at the end of the day, you'd have to call that an improvement.
Like I said, they kept them out. The one thing they improved on was keeping them out of the end zone.
And that's
they're still giving up.
Good.
They're still giving up points on literally every single one of their drives.
You have more of a chance of winning if your team scoring touchdowns, or more of a chance of winning if they're kicking field goals.
Kicking field goals too, but you have a more chance of winning of stopping teams.
Which they
not
did
making
stop
stupid
them
decisions and giving your team short fields where they literally only have to do 2 plays.
And that's part of it too, right?
Yeah, and that's part of it. That's one of the biggest parts is the coaching staff.
Yeah,
that's what's scaring me the most. Is these guys aren't learning. These guys aren't improving. These guys aren't making any changes. They're doing the same things they did last year that led to losses and doing it again this year.
I don't necessarily agree with that. I will say the 4th and 4 in Minnesota was like the ugliest. The situation that left the biggest pit in my stomach was that decision made by Dan Campbell then. But I do think we see a different team this year. I mean, he spoke at the press conference yesterday and said, 1 or 2 plays changes the majority of those games, and maybe we're looking at 3 wins here.
That's how the NFL works.
It is.
So I'm sick of hearing that. I'm sick of hearing close games, 1 or 2 plays. Make the plays. Make the right calls. Win those situations so you win games. That's how the NFL works. You don't have 30-point blowouts very often. You don't. A lot of NFL games are decided by 1 to 2 plays. So you need to do it to make those plays, to put your team in situations where they will make those plays, to put your teams in situations where those plays will help them win the game instead of lose them. And we haven't seen that at all. To where it's come down to that one play. You're in a game where it comes down to one play you need, and they do it right, and they get the win. Again, Vikings at home was the only time we saw it last year. That walk-off touchdown.
I think they've put themselves in positions where it comes down to one play, for sure. They were on the losing end of that one play. You had the situation where you could have stopped them on 4th down back in against Philadelphia in week 1. And it come down to that, and they had that QB sneak. Unfortunately, they lost that one play. You had the situation, again, against Minnesota. You could have stopped them. You should have went for it in that 4th down. But,
I'm not accepting that anymore. I'm not accepting they have put themselves in that situation. I'm not accepting these are close games. I'm not accepting they've almost won. Go out and win. Win that situation. Win that game. Otherwise, it's a failure, and it's a loss. And that's all that matters. Wins and losses.
I think I'm somewhere in between with it because at the same point, I'm somewhat impressed we're even in those situations given the roster dealing with defensively specifically. Again, we already had a shit defense that you went to that Patriots game with. Shit field position. And then, by the way, let's take out 5 of your secondary players after you already benched Amani Warrior and Juju Hughes. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I see that as improvement. We had a call I saw it pop up, JB. Was that someone calling or they hang up? It looked like they might have hung up.
Yeah, I think they hung up.
Apologize. I'll get to that button quicker.
I just think giving up 6 scoring drives to a rookie quarterback in his first game started. Was that or did he start the week before?
He played the week before. Did not start.
Did not start. His first.
He played majority of the game.
His first start. You give up 6 scoring drives to him. That's not good. I'm not saying that that's good. I'm not hanging my head on that and saying, "Hey guys, look at this. Bailey Zappi only led 6 scoring drives on us. That's all right. Good job."
How many times did Detroit Lions go for on 4th down and didn't get it?
Okay, and that's Dan Campbell's fault. So that doesn't make me feel better. Is that something I should be? Oh, don't worry, our coach is just an idiot. It's okay.
You have like a double-sided argument here. One argument you say you just want to see improvement. I think we've seen improvement. But you said you don't want to see like 50-point blowouts or because the wins aren't coming this year. They're not. I'm letting you guys know. I know you already know.
Why not? If we're so close, if we're there all the time, why can't those wins come?
Look at our team, bro. They're not coming. Like, it's awful.
But they're there. They're right there. It's the one play. Is that the team or is that the coach?
No, we're in a whole different scenario situation than we were when we were in those situations. Like, we have lost more players since being in those situations. Like, it's going to be an ugly season. That's why I thought we were at an understanding, or at least I don't know about the Lions fan base. Like, at understanding that they're not going to come this year. You're going to see probably some close moments. And you might get a couple in there. You might squeeze a couple. But even coming in, Spinney, you only expected 7 wins.
Yeah.
The team's gotten worse since then via injury.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to win 4 games. I think they'll maybe win 4 games. And that is embarrassing.
For me, I know the L's are coming. But at the same time, I guess in the 4th down situation too, like the 4 and 9 where they decided not to kick it, that was stupid. I can't say that decided the game. Well, obviously, no, they scored a touchdown, but maybe it switches momentum. You want to look at it that way. But we weren't going to win that game. We put up 0 points. Quite literally, didn't score a single point.
We could have on the first drive, but he went for it on 4th down.
That doesn't. You got to. The 3 points. I'm saying that's not swinging the game.
Getting off to a 3-0 start is not better.
Huh?
Is not better. Getting off. That's what the Patriots did.
6-3.
The Patriots settled for field goals all day. Yeah. And what did they do? They blew us out 29-0.
But we weren't even able to get in field goal range again after that. The one time we were in the red zone, Jared Goff threw the interception. I guess I'm just saying, I'm just not. I need more Minnesota moments for me to want to pull the plug. Because, again, I know the losses are coming. Do I need to see improvement, like you said? 100%. I don't want to see us regress. But I know they're up against it. We had this conversation, 2 weeks now. And I'm starting to hear other programs say it too. How many of these guys on this team would start another team? How many guys on this team would even make another team? It's quite limited. So expectations should be limited along with that.
So those turnovers on downs, those drives for the Lions, one of them at the New England 18, one of them at the New England 31, one of them at the New England 5, one of them at the New England 24, one of them at the New England 34, and then the punts, obviously, and like you said, the fumble happened at the New England 30, which was on fourth down.
I don't understand. Like, you're trying to say that's not an improvement?
These are places you could score, is what I'm saying. When you're inside the New England 40,
I don't trust your numbers.
I'm looking at it right now on ESPN.
Screenshot sent to sus.
Okay, so the first turnover on downs was at the Detroit 45. That was the first play of the game. The one acceptable fourth down. But I was like, it was 4th and 1.
Yeah.
You run the ball. The interception happened at the New England 18. And then there was a punt. The fumble on 4th down happened at...
That one's like midfield. It was like a 50
New England 32. The fumble on 4th and 9 from the New England 32. First
I know that one.
You're
I'm talking
going
about the other
for
ones.
it on 4th and 9.
Yeah, that was dumb.
Stupid.
Very stupid.
And then there was the punt. And then the next one, turnover on downs, 4th and 2 at the New England 34. The next one, turnover on downs, 4th and 5 at the New England 5. Next one, turnover on downs, 4th and 1 at the New England 31. Next one, turnover on downs, 4th and 4 at the New England 18. What the Patriots did to the Lions defense was the same thing we did, except they kicked the field goals instead of going for it. And they got one touchdown in there. So when you're just not taking the points and going for it every time, you're going to lose. You're not going to score any points. You got to suck it up and kick a field goal eventually. Like, you can't score a touchdown every single possession. Take the points once in a while. That's what the Patriots did, and they scored on 6 of their drives, and they won 29-0.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks for watching the Woodward Heavyweights, guys.
I mean, I don't know what you want me to tell. I mean, what do you want me to say to that?
That the coaching staff has been effing up. That was those were terrible decisions all game. That you can win by kicking field goals, because that's what the Patriots did in literally that game.
Don't worry, I'll wait.
Got nothing for you.
Yeah, because it's true.
I mean,
it literally happened against us in the same game.
Like, you could spout those. I would want to know how long those kicks are. I know that's like nitpicking, but I just do. Like, I'm saying, like, from the yard lines you're given, the 4th down
you add
given.
10 yards onto it.
So 40-yard kicks.
Yes. 40-yard field goals, 15-yard field goal, 28-yard field goal.
And that is coaching. Why do you
34-yard field goal.
Why do you cut a guy if the guy you're bringing in to replace him can't make a 40-yard field goal?
Exactly. I'm not asking them to go for 62-yard field goals on every drive, but those should be inside a range of an NFL kicker. Those should be something where you say, okay, it's 4th down, 4th and 9, we're going to take the points. We're not going to go for it and cause a sack fumble on a blown-up play that leads to them scoring.
Doing the math real quick. So we were 0 for 6 on 4th down. If we kick a field goal, 18 points. Get you closer to,
minus the 7 that came from that strip sack touchdown.
Yeah.
Because they would have kicked the field goal there.
It's a possible net 7 there.
Yeah. Possible net 10. Because they lose 7 and we gain 3.
Not looking good.
No, it's not. Those are terrible decisions. I understand you want to score touchdowns, but come on, man. Take the points when they're there. That's what the Patriots did. That's what the best head coach of all time did in literally that game, and they won because of it.
And we've afforded him to do it, too. We allowed it because we weren't scoring 0 points. But tell us about SMA. I need it right now. I'm depressed.
Or the sports marketing agency helps spread awareness about mental health or substance abuse. Their new podcast, This is the F Word, S-Word, helps fight the stigma about seeking help. And trust me, guys, I used to work in this field. I know that the stigma of coming out, the stigma of seeking help is a big thing that stops people from doing just that. They feel like they're getting judged for it. So if you are struggling or know someone who is, make sure you go to thesportsma.com to get the help you deserve. We are the Woodward Heavyweights, and we'll be right back.
3 NBA championships. Detroit fans were there. 11 Stanley Cups. Detroit fans were there. 4 World Series wins. Detroit fans were there. And that one Lions playoff win in 1991. Yeah, Detroit fans were there. Woodward Sports, where the fans are.
Introducing the Planet Fitness Guide to getting that post-workout glow. Step 1, what's your why? More epic energy, better sleep, blow off steam? Step 2, join Planet Fitness for just $10 a month and get moving in our clean and spacious clubs. Step 3, bask in that post-workout glow. Join Planet Fitness today for just $10 a month.
Join today at any of the 50-plus Detroit area locations.
What's going on, everybody? It's Spencer for the Fulling Warehouse at Hamp. You know, you've heard of it. It's the home of the original football bowling pin game called Fulling. Multiple different ways you can play. They've got $12 open unlimited play, as well as private lane reservation for $120. If you get thirsty, they have a $2 mystery beer vending machine, as well as multiple fully loaded bars for you to choose from. So make sure you come check them out in Hamtramck or visit them online at fullingwarehouse.com.
What up, though? Welcome back to the Woodward Heavyweights live on WoodwardSports.com. I'm your boy East, joined by my man Spinball Rats.
What up, though?
Yeah, I'm Sussex, TD Boom, JB Smooth, the 1s and 2s. And I'm up here struggling to defend my guy Dan Campbell. I can't promise you that those field goals would have been made. I can't promise you that we would have won the game. But I got nothing for him. I can't excuse it, because it's also embarrassing that, like, you cut a kicker to then sign this guy in Bagley, and then you're not even giving him the opportunity to kick. Like, why sign him? Why bring him onto the roster at that point if that's not the situation? But my whole point in this segment was like, the L's are coming. Just like my guy Paul Revere screamed, the British are coming, the British are coming. The L's are coming. All right. Cowboys this week. Dolphins the week after that. Packers after that. Bears, bam, you got a winnable one there. Giants after that. The Bills after that. The Jags. Vikings again. Jets. Panthers winnable one. Yes. The Bears won. But they're coming.
Yeah.
I can't sit here and expect
we're gonna
wins.
Win 3 or 4 games this year.
Yeah, I'm saying, like, I don't know, bro. Like, are you... I guess, again, it comes down to my original point from, like, yesterday. I'm firing him based off the moments, the decisions. Because, to be truthful with you, I'm not expecting you to win those games. I can't. I can't even... I mean, I'm not an NFL head coach, but I can't formulate a scenario in which you beat the Dolphins now. I can't. I said it before, hopeful, but I still am damn well nervous. I can't formulate a scenario we beat the Cowboys. You know what I'm saying? Like, a realistic one. I can say some BS, but it ain't realistic.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, god damn, I want Cooper Rush to, like, look awful just one time, but he's like just
he looked terrible in his last game, but that was against Philly.
Yeah, I'm saying, like, Philly's got a very opportunistic, like, dog-ass defense. Like, he ain't gonna make those type of mistakes against us, and we don't have those type of playmakers. Like, I can't formulate a win for any of these things, man. Even the Packers, I just can't. I will say this: the Packers have some least experienced guys, and those seem to be struggling this year.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the Packers don't have a single wide receiver. That's why they're struggling this year.
That's what I'm saying, though. I'm saying the inexperience, like, it comes to play. But
I thought Matt LaFleur is not that good of a coach.
Ooh, you think so?
Yeah, I think he's been getting covered up by having Aaron Rodgers a lot. He's bad in late game situations and clock management.
Yeah.
He hasn't done anything to maximize the roster he has this year.
Yeah.
Which he should be, like, with the Packers roster, with the Packers offensive line, and their 2 great running backs, and still having Aaron Rodgers, they should still be putting up points. Like, you feed them the ball, and then you go play action. You shouldn't be dropping Aaron Rodgers back all the time when he has nobody to throw the ball to.
Yeah.
You got to use the guys that you have, and the best receivers they have on their team is probably Tunyon, Randall Cobb. I think, did Dobbs get hurt? Somebody got hurt in their last game.
Oh, man, Dobbs got hurt this year.
One of their receivers got hurt in their last game, but Lazard, like,
you're building up. We're beating the Packers. I'm joking. No, I was critical of LaFleur like that too.
I don't think LaFleur is a very good coach.
I agree with you. I think he's like quite mid, and he's been covered up by having great defensive stalwarts and obviously having Aaron Rodgers. I think Aaron Rodgers made Mike McCarthy look better than he was, but Mike McCarthy come back this year with coaching his ass up.
I think Dan Quinn's making Mike McCarthy look a lot better than Mike McCarthy.
That is actually very true.
Yeah.
Was he there last year? When did Dan Quinn join them? Yeah.
Yeah,
the defense was good last year too. Hey man, I guess I'm scrapping that segment. Again, I guess this comes to the moments because the L's are coming.
The L's are coming for sure.
It's just how like stupid are the decisions you're making in them.
They might win 4 games this year.
So 4?
4, maybe.
Yeah.
They have one already. Like you said, the Panthers, that is a winnable game. We should beat the Panthers.
Yeah.
The Bears, I can't say we're going to beat the Bears on the road. Nothing has given me confidence in that. We should. We definitely should. But I can't say we're going to beat any of these teams on the road. I think we should sweep the Bears still. You still look at our team, even without Tracy Walker, even without these guys, we should be able to beat the Bears twice. But I have no confidence in saying that. I will confidently say we'll get one of them at least. But still, that leaves us at 3 wins. One of the Bears and the Panthers. The rest of them, the easy games that we thought we were going to have, these winnable games, the Jets, the Giants, the Jaguars, those teams are going to schwack you.
Yeah. The defense is on those
You're going to go to New York. Zach Wilson's going to bang all your wives, and then he's going to put 40 points on your defense.
Well, I mean, Zach Wilson ain't doing all that.
Yeah, I know, but we didn't think Bailey Zappi was doing all that. We didn't think Geno Smith was doing all that.
I'm letting you know, like Zach Wilson I have him as my fantasy backup.
Yeah, no, he's not. Well.
Yeah, it's that defense that carried them boys.
I still think he goes for 250 and 3 touchdowns against this Lions defense.
Jeez, Pete, man, you wildin'.
How? You think we can stop somebody?
How many yards and 3 touchdowns?
250 yards and 3 touchdowns.
No, he's not doing that.
You don't think he's doing that?
No, he's not throwing 3 touchdowns on us. No. Zach Wilson, bro. He isn't.
And we're the Detroit Lions. We have the worst defense in the NFL. Is that inspiring confidence that we can stop anybody?
Zach Wilson's not doing that. I don't care who. It's not. In my opinion. Maybe they turn it over right in the red zone.
You're going to owe Abe a hoodie. That's all I know.
I'm cool with it, man.
A jersey.
Hey, I've made the bet. I got to deal with it,
That's
man.
Fair.
How much blame do you give Sheila in this? Because I was free Sheila camp.
Yeah. What is it?
But I still see the comments be scrolling wrong. You know what I'm saying? Sell a team. I told you it's going to happen with the Fords.
I can't blame Sheila for this.
I can't blame Sheila either.
What are we? Unless she's down there calling plays, unless she's in practice, we're making guys run these routes, making guys driving up this defensive scheme. I can't blame Sheila for this.
She's got like a play sheet of like screenshots from Madden. She's like, we gotta do this one here.
Yeah,
with all the red arrows. Get her done.
Yeah, I mean,
I can't blame Sheila.
Sheila could probably go out there and play cornerback.
So it's safe to say you
put Sheila at defensive end.
Honestly, well, we need her in the backfield at defensive back. We could use her. She's probably got good feet. She's a former tennis player.
Yeah, quick feet. Sure.
So it's safe to say you don't think Pascal or Jacobs doing much to improve this defense?
No, I think they will improve the defense. I think Pascal and Kaminsky, if they come back, that'll be huge.
Kaminsky too.
Kaminsky actually, and Pascal are
come
both
back, this week.
Supposed to play this week. I think that will be huge, not only for Aidan Hutchinson, but for the rest of that defensive line. You can finally get that rotation in with guys like Okwara, with guys like Austin Bryant, with guys like Buggs. We can see less of Michael Brockers. We can hopefully see Aidan move around.
I want to see less of Michael Brockers.
Yeah, Michael Brockers has been bad.
Doing much.
Michael Brockers has been
bad. I can't even tell you what he's done on the field. I don't even recognize him out there.
Never see him out there.
I don't even know he's playing.
I know he plays, but I don't see him doing anything.
Wild, man. Wild. Zach got that dog in him. People please says in the Woodward Sports chat. If you don't get 6, you got to get rid of AG. What? We're not getting 6, bro.
Yeah, we're not getting 6.
We're not getting 6.
Not a chance.
And why is that all on AG?
We might not get 4.
He's got the worst side of the team to work with.
Yeah,
no? You just did pull to me?
No, I'm not saying fire Aaron Glenn after this season.
And that's why I said this before too. Like I'm probably more prone to fire Dan Campbell than before AG. AG I can make way more excuses for. You sat here and you saw me sit in silence because I couldn't make the excuse for Dan Campbell. I didn't know we were that. I didn't know that those were like field goal range. To be honest with you, I cut that game off at the third quarter. I didn't want to see the rest of that one. It was pointless.
That was embarrassing.
It was pointless. Embarrassing. No, Pascal, Kaminsky, I still can't formulate a win out of these guys, even with those guys coming back.
Like I said, man,
Bears, Panthers, probably.
Panthers, those are the only winnable games on this schedule for the Lions. Because in my eyes, I can't be like, yeah, we're going to go there and we're going to take a win from that team. Like we did last year. We took a win from Arizona, albeit Arizona was a broken team. Kyler Murray was a broken man. And Cliff Kingsbury, again, might not be that great of a coach. But I can't say anybody you go through the Lions roster for the rest of the season, the only games that you can be like, yeah, they could win that. They could win that are the Bears and the Panthers. The rest of them, no. You're playing better teams. You're playing better coaches. And a lot of them are on the road.
Yeah. A lot of comments. I see a comment in the chat. I missed the name. I apologize for it. Trying to credit Bailey Zappi for blowing out the Detroit Lions. Dude scored 22 points, had 1 touchdown.
Yeah.
Correct yourself. I just laziness, guys. Like, just dive into it and you'll find the excuses and defend Dan Campbell blindly like me. Join the team. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not defending Dan Campbell. I'm not. I'm defending AG, not Campbell.
Check yourself before you wreck yourself. And, if you want to check yourself out a little bit and like what you see, you might need a haircut. And you can get that at Lady Jane's. Because as you know, we broadcast this show live from the headquarters of Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men in Birmingham. It's definitely awesome. When I get off the show, if I want to take a couple inches off, clean up my dead ends a little bit, I can sit down in one of those chairs, and I know Bethany or Lissa will take care of me. So I highly recommend you get into a Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men near you and let them treat you like a king as well. They are open 10 to 8, 7 days a week. You can walk in anytime. Before you know it, your hair will be game ready. So like I said, man, get into a Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men near you. Open 10 to 8, 7 days a week. No appointment necessary because at Lady Jane's, it's wicked awesome. We are the Woodward Heavyweights. We'll be right back.
The sports marketing agency would not be who we are without great community partners like Higuera Health and Carol Zuniga.
It's an awesome opportunity to partner with your organization. Higuera Health is a comprehensive behavioral health organization. We serve children through older adults with mental health, substance use, and developmental disabilities across Western Wayne counties, and really excited to now be in downriver communities as well. Give us a call at 734-458-4601.
You don't have to go to the beach, man. You don't have to get your butt crack full of sand. You just need a little chili peppers, man, to get that glowing beach chili peppers tan. Woo!
With 26 locations in the Metro Detroit area and more coming, Chili Peppers Tanning is where you'll find the cleanest salons in the D. Join the Pepper Club for the best deals on unlimited tanning. Head to chilipepperstanning.com.
You just need a little chili peppers, man.
We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side.
Lemieux and McCarty, who've had a good knockdown drag up. There they go, right on the whistle. They were talking to one another.
Woodward Sports.
It's time to talk about Mike Phillips. Not Wade Phillips, but Mike Phillips. Because Thursday, October 27th, you can join Armani and Edwards with Maz Show live in Dearborn. Braylon, Ryan, and Maz will be on site at Michael Phillips' Keller Williams office in Dearborn. Braylon will be doing meet and greets after the show at 4:30. And stick around for Trunk and Treats in the Keller Williams parking lot at 6 p.m. Food trucks, costumes, and more, all from Mike Phillips and his wonderful staff at Keller Williams.
Oh, about damn time, son.
Yeah, damn, son.
I was waiting for a commercial break to do
Who
it.
the hell is this?
Yeah. That is a callback.
Taste lover. That was Russell Wilson's original girlfriend. And there was a lot of memes made from that picture. Like, we did it, babe! We made it big, and now she got curved, and now he's with succubus Sierra, who took his powers and made herself more youthful.
Damn, that's interesting.
That's what a succubus does.
All right. What up, though? Welcome back to the Woodward Heavyweights live at WoodwardSports.com. I'm your boy Eazy, the AG defender, joined by my man Spin More Racks.
What up, though?
Young Sus to the TD Move, JB Smooth, the 1 to 2s. What up?
I've been bashing today. I know I'm like...
Yeah. Look, I can't defend Campbell. I came out and said that last week. I literally sat here in silence because I had no words. Yeah. I can't defend those decisions. What I can defend is the guy working with practice squad players.
I'm not like... I'll start getting on Aaron Glenn if he just keeps doing the same thing he's been doing all year. If he doesn't legitimately switch up defensive schemes.
Yeah.
Soon, very soon. Then I'll start, but I still don't want the guy fired. Like you said, he's got nothing to work with. And he's not making stupid decisions that are losing us games. He's just not changing anything for God knows what reason. Oh, it'll work eventually, I swear.
Now I think about too, if I continue to defend AG, I do want to point out that those one BS pass interference call on Jeff Okudah on that third down.
That was pretty bad. Yeah.
That one was pretty bad.
That one pass interference call would have won us the game.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. I just like AG. I just feel like it just takes like unnecessary abuse. He's.
I can see where people are coming from. You got the worst defense in the league, but I got that's
till you look into it.
Yeah.
All right, guys. We are all NBA fans. We are all excited for NBA to debut tonight. Oh snap,
dude! It's been doing this all show.
Oh, damn.
It's been killing me.
I didn't even notice that.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, I'm on TV now. It's cool. You don't have to. Plus, I wasn't even on you. Why would you even do that?
I was hoping he'd take the hint and switch it back.
No, I didn't want to.
NBA preseason predictions that we will hold you to and talk shit about when they fail, or if they're right, you could just hold your peace and tell everybody you got the biggest one. NBA MVP, Spinny.
Luka Doncic.
Ooh.
Oof.
Luka Doncic. I think he's got one of the highest usage rates in the NBA. So the whole offense runs through him. He actually has pieces to help him out now. I don't want to see Jokic. I don't want to see Giannis. I know those guys are going to put up the stats. It's going to be Luka's this year. Luka's going to average 27, 8, and 8. And he's going to get the MVP.
Okay. Sus?
I can tell you it's not going to be Jokic. They're not going to let him touch the white man, Larry
But what
Bird.
if he's better than he was last year?
Yeah.
Jokic?
It's possible, but come on, the MVP is narrative driven, so they're just bored. They're looking for somebody new.
Yeah.
Luka, I'm with you. He has all the capabilities in the world, but I'm not picking him because at the end of the day, I think Dallas isn't going to be high enough or finish good enough. I think they're a good team. I just don't think they'll finish high enough. My pick is Giannis. You mentioned him. I think Giannis is going to have a comeback season.
That'd be so boring,
and
dude.
I don't think it's going to be Joel Embiid either, who's another hot name.
If the Sixers finish first in the East, though,
From what I understand, though, from the people that I listen to that are connected, they say that MVP voters were very annoyed by the Embiid case and all that last year, him pleading his case. So I think that people are petty and they're not going to vote him.
MVP voters are soft.
Yeah, they're the worst.
I got Luka too. I mean, it's the media that votes everything for those guys.
Yeah.
So it's always narrative driven.
Yeah. I hate that.
It should be players. It should be players and coaches.
Yeah, I agree. Especially players. You're on the court with them.
Yeah.
They do it for the All-Star game now.
They do it for different things.
They do it for the Vine.
Yeah. They do it for the gram.
You ain't going to do it.
They do it for the gram. JB, MVP.
If I'm being real, it's probably going to end up being Giannis. But as you guys said, that's going to be so boring to watch. It really is. If I had a choice, I'd probably do Joker.
I got Luka. I can see him get champions. We're out of time. Damn.
Yeah.
Brooklyn Nets.
Nets.
Brooklyn Nets.
Wow.
They got
wow.
It's insane what they added. They added obviously getting Ben Simmons back. Ben Simmons, as much as I hate him, as much as other people hate him, he's a top 5 perimeter defender in the NBA.
Yeah.
You add him, you get a guy like Royce O'Neal, who is a great perimeter defender, great 3-point shooter. You bring back a healthy Joe Harris to go alongside Seth Curry and Patty Mills. That's 3 legitimate 40+% 3-point shooters.
We're out of time. I love you though.
And then you add Markieff Morris and TJ Warren as bench depth.
Sounds quick. No explanations. Go.
Yeah. I got the Nuggets.
Nuggets. That's really random. All right.
Yeah.
JB.
Warriors.
Ooh. I'm going to go with Celtics. Rookie of the year. Spinny.
Jaden Ivey.
Ooh. Okay. Sus.
Paolo.
JB.
Paolo as well.
Keegan Murray.
Tyson Daniels not going to get no PT, so Keegan Murray. Why not?
You're really going Keegan Murray?
Yeah. Yeah, because they're trying to win. They're trying to win.
Yeah, that's fine.
Close this out, Spinny. Get us out of here.
We're not doing Defensive Player of the Year?
Defensive Player of the Year? All right, DPOY.
Yeah, we got a minute. Defensive Player of the Year. Jaren Jackson Jr. He's going to be healthy. He should have won it last year.
I thought he was out for the season.
He's out for the season?
No, he's not out for a season. Just out for like a month.
Oh,
I thought he was out for the season.
He's going to get back. He's going to be healthy.
Oh, I would have picked him up in fantasy if I knew that. Damn. Defensive player of the year, JB.
I changed mine now.
Probably Gobert again.
Yeah, I could definitely see him getting more action now too. Yeah, Sus.
I actually said Jaren Jackson Jr. on my podcast on the Imperial Media stream, so I'm gonna do that again. I'm gonna stick with that. Stay consistent.
Marcus Smart won it last year. I'll go Jaren Jackson Jr. too. Why not? Michigan State guy. Go green. Why you frozen right now?
I was trying to think. Like I kind of wanted to change it.
To who?
We didn't do 6 man of the year or comeback player of the year.
All right.
There's no time now. We'll do it tomorrow. We'll finish that up tomorrow and early. But we appreciate you guys for tapping in and watching us live on WoodwardSports.com. You know who we are. We are the Woodward Heavyweights. Live on WoodwardSports.com Monday through Friday from 5 to 7. The man to my left, the one, the only, Speak Easy, holding it down. Our boys in the booths, Young Sus and JB Smooth. I am Spencer Axter. We are the Heavyweights. We'll catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.